Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Oh, man. Woo! It's Friday, baby. What we all work for, right? What's going on, guys? Back to gaming today. We'll see how long it goes. I woke up with a crushing headache, man. So we'll definitely game today. We're gonna start grounded, which it should be a lot of fun. But my head feels like it's splitting in two. So we'll. I've taken some medicine this morning. Hopefully that will calm some stuff down and let us have a nice day of gaming. but we'll see how it goes, man. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah. It seems so bright. Why is this so bright? Crappers, dude. Let's turn this down a bit. There we go. Let's do that. Is that better? Let's do that for a little bit. I think that works. Yeah, I don't know, man. Appreciate everybody being understanding about needing a bit of some days off there from gaming, but we'll I think what the play is, man, is I'm gonna end up taking about a day off most weeks moving forward. It'll probably be either like a Wednesday or a Thursday. We might still do the news, just depending, and I'll let everybody know. I like my schedule to be consistent, but I've started realizing that streaming 7 days a week has spread me a bit thin. Having a day off a week, at least from the gaming content, but probably all the way around. I'll probably just take a day off each week to focus on whatever I need to get done, whether it be content for the channel, Twitch channel, or content for YouTube, or family stuff, or just life things, whatever. I think that's going to be a better thing for me, just to take a day off each week. It'll probably be like towards the middle of the week. This coming week it'll be on Tuesday, so it'll be different this coming week because this coming Wednesday is going to be our 2-year anniversary. So I'm going to stream like really long that day. We're gonna have a good time that day, and we'll talk more about what's to come throughout this weekend and the beginning of next week for in anticipation of the 2-year anniversary. But just anticipate probably like Wednesdays being a day off every week moving forward from the stream. It's just something that I feel like I need to do. Been feeling just a bit spread too thin with streaming every single day, 8 hours average, and being able to take care of the other things that I want to get done for the community and the channels and things like that. So we're just going to plan on that. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's do this. Hope everybody's having an excellent day so far. Let's dive into this video gaming news stuff, baby. Yeah. So, first and foremost, this is what we're listening to this morning. We got the Crypt of the Necro Dancer stuff popping off, yeah. Excellent rhythm-based adventure RPG rhythm-based game, and it's got an extensive soundtrack full of bangers, baby. So go check it out. If the game sounds like it's up your alley, or you're just enjoying the soundtrack, either one, highly recommend checking that stuff out. Okay, go ahead and get rid of the music, and then we'll dive into the video gaming news stuff, man. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh. Talked about this yesterday. It's not just Xbox. There are a lot of different platforms that are doing the, considering. What up, Mithril? What's going on, Doug? You ready for some grounded today? You ready to teach me the ways, dude, of how to ride spooters? I get to be the spooter king, right? That's the way that goes. Don't tell me no, dude. Oh, yeah. No, so yeah, we already talked about it. It's Man, what game was it? Steam did it. Steam. It's a collaboration on Steam too. Yeah, no, you're good, man. No, I know what you meant. Yeah, we already kind of talked about it a couple of days ago. That's what I'm just getting at. So it's like I think we're gonna see more and more of this. We talked about it yesterday too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think, and I hit on it yesterday as well. But if you didn't see the news segment, then I think what this is good for is this is going to promote people to buy good games, because what this means is that developers and publishers are going to be collaborating with different platforms to allow people to try these games out for a hour to 2 hour probably slice of time. But the thing is, you're not going to see bad games on that trial, right? It's just not the way that's going to work. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, and that's what I said is like it kind of goes hand in hand with like demos a little bit, like how big demos have come back into prominence. You know how we talk about often like how demos were a big deal back in the day, and then demos went away, and now all of a sudden demos are like a big deal again, right? But demos don't always give you, I mean, it's better than nothing, but they don't always give you a true taste of what the game's going to offer, right? Also, love shareware, yeah, right. Well, and yeah, exactly, because the bad games just won't sell. It doesn't matter, right? So you're not going to see the bad games be pushed out there as, yo, try our game out for an hour or two, right? This is something that's going to help good developers and good publishers, yeah? Oh, bro, that made my head hurt. I've got a crushing headache this morning, dude. Quit making me laugh, Mithril. No, I'm just playing, dude. So yeah, I think this is a very good thing. I think this is a smart move by a lot of platforms in collaboration with good developers and publishers, where they, and I think, we can talk about certain games too. Let's take an example of a game like Midnight Suns, yeah, from Fire Axis. We know Fire Axis is pretty good at making certain games. Oh, dude, original Duke Nukem, like Duke Nukem 3D too. Duke Nukem 3D. Oh man, that game was so banging, dude. I remember being a kid and like just being so immersed in Duke Nukem 3D, dude. Game was so good. It was just a riot, dude. But yeah, so let's talk about something like Midnight Suns, right? You talk about a game that's actually reviewed pretty well, or we can even talk about a game like Guardians of the Galaxy. Was it actually Guardians of the Galaxy that's getting the free game time? It might have been Guardians of the Galaxy. Now that I think of it, I can't remember for sure, but both of these are games that I'll pull them up real quick. Let's talk. Let me just show you the Metacritic on these. Oh, I can't type, dude. We can't type this morning, Doug. We can't type this morning. Either one of us. Okay. So let's do this and then also look at Midnight Suns. Oh, was it Dead Space? Word. Hey man, that's another good example though. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's an EA game. You know what I mean? But what it does is it sets a trend for other good developers and publishers to follow this and getting people to play their games, right? But I'll bring up some examples of some games that come to mind off the top of my head. Yeah, well, it's not remastered; it's remade. That's a remake. That's not a remaster. Let's be very clear here. I don't want people getting confused. I know that's probably what you meant, but there's a big difference between remakes and remasters, right? And a lot of people confuse that on the constant, and I just don't want to confuse people even more. There is a stark contrast between a remaster and a remake. And the new Dead Space is in fact a remake. That game is ground up remade, not just a remaster of the original. But it's supposed to be pretty solid. It's supposed to be a pretty solid game, as far as I know. We'll pull it up. We'll look at the Metacritic on that too. Wick, Jesus, you're such a troll. Yeah, Miserable, yeah. Um, yeah, it had so many. What was I mean? The other, the one that always sticks in my mind is like, what I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, but I'm all out of bubble gum or whatever. Wasn't that? That's the one of the big quotes out of Duke Nukem, right? And that was one of the yeah, that was always a really good one out of Duke Nukem. Wick, what's up, dude? So you take a look at some games like these, right? And like Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, you're talking about a game that even on certain platforms, I think hit over an 80 on meta, maybe. Yeah, like on PlayStation 5, it's an 80 meta, 8.7 user. PCs and 78 meta, 8.5 user. So you're talking about a game that's going to average at about an 80 meta score and an 8.5 probably average of a user score. That's pretty significant, but it didn't sell very well, you know? Um, so you're just chewing a bunch of bubble gum, dude? Nice. Um, what flavor? Bubble yum, right? I'm sure it's probably bubble yum. Raspberry or something. Raspberry bubble yum, probably. Um, so it got like something like Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, which didn't sell super well, but it's a pretty highly regarded game. I know I had a few issues on release. It wasn't terrible. It had a few performance issues on release, but all in all, this has been a very highly rated game. And Marvel's Midnight Suns, kind of on the same point, not as high of a user score, but not bad, and the meta score's up there too. So you talk about two games that didn't sell very well, right? Um, nice, dude. Two games that didn't sell very well, but are decent to pretty good rated games. And I think what this does is puts out an option out there for these types of developers and publishers that have released games that are, for a lot of people, going to be a pretty nice experience, to go ahead and give people an limited early entry play time to go, yo, check this out and see what you think. And if it's going to get at least an amount of people interested in playing that game for the long haul, right? So there's going to get an amount of people are going to be interested in buying those titles. And, I think that's important. It gives an avenue for good games to get in the hands of more people. Whereas you're not going to see bad games go that route, right? You're not going to see Jedi Survivor be giving people early playtime. Not right now, anyways. You know, that game's just a big pile of Duke, man. And you're not gonna see a game like that. They're not gonna go, yo, let's get this out into as many people's hands as we can right now. You know, they're like doing everything they can to make the game actually play decent, which is terrible. It should have never been released that way. So I think it's a great thing that this kind of stuff is happening. We saw the Mortal Kombat stuff for the new Mortal Kombat coming out. It's just a cinematic trailer, but there's hype about that coming out. It's supposed to be releasing in September, which is significant. I really didn't think we'd probably get the new Mortal Kombat because it had been so hush on that front until late this year, if not early next year. But surprise, man. Surprise. 3 more Super Mario Advance games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Cool. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we already knew this. Yeah, we have. I mean, there've been a lot of telltale signs, especially in the new Burning Shores DLC, that they are moving forward with like the third iteration of the Horizon series. So we've already talked about that. We've hit on that. We know that. So I'm not going to dive into it anymore. Yo, here you go. Here you go. So this is actually awesome. I'll just go ahead and talk. They gave this game away during the holidays last year. So this is a significant giveaway right now. Death Stranding, you know, it's a pretty big game, and it's a heavily story driven game, and it's a well regarded game. So if you don't go grab this for free, this is a free title on Epic for the next week, starting yesterday and all the way through the 25th, as you can see. I mean, I think you're just doing yourself a real disservice if you're not going. I mean, I always say that. There are free games all the time on this platform. Even if you're not a PC gamer right now, you could be just building up a PC library, PC gaming library. That way, if you decide to start doing some PC gaming in the future, you'll have those titles available. I think that if you haven't done that yet, now's the time to start for sure. It's never too late, but if you keep waiting, you're going to keep missing out. And obviously, anybody that has already been doing this on the oh, dude, what are you popping off here, dog?
Grab me for free.
God dang. Oh, Jesus. No problem, dude. I grab you anytime, dog. You know that, you little snack. As long as it pops off, I'm fine. As long as it pops off, yo, I actually I didn't get to work on as much stuff yesterday as I wanted to. I ended up going to the zoo with my family yesterday, so I've got some pictures. I had a cockatoo at the zoo that was making fun of my laugh. It was hilarious. It was making fun of me. It was so funny, dude. It was so funny, bro. This cockatoo was like at the back of its like enclosure, and we were walking up, and I was laughing about something, and this thing heard me coming and started mocking me. And as I got closer, it worked its way all the way up to the front of the cage and started like mimicking me and laughing with me and stuff. It was so flippin' funny, dude. It was so funny. But I've got some pictures of the zoo we went to yesterday, man. Some of the animals at the zoo. It was really cool. And I'll put those in the Discord, like the pets channel, probably, stuff like that. But I've got some other stuff, man, in the works for you guys to have some fun with in the channel. I'm hoping to have it finished either by tonight or the latest tomorrow night. But it should be a lot of fun for you guys. I think it's going to be some nice stuff. The TTS stuff, as long as it pops off. If it's delayed, fine, whatever. If it's delayed, whatever. That's fine. But and I need to still work on that a little bit more to for the way it notifies and stuff like that. I probably just need to get the because it's doubling up in chat. That doesn't need to be happening. And I'd like to have it pop up on screen, but I have some issues with that right now. So if it's delayed, fine. But I just, as long as it's not like totally missing out on it, we'll keep playing with it. But yeah, get Death Stranding. Obviously, anybody that has been getting all their Epic games since before this past holiday season, you probably already have it. Because they gave it away this past holiday season. But we'll see. It looks like they're going to be giving away. They're doing mystery game stuff right now, which is normally what they do during like the holiday season. They'll go, "Ooh, new mystery game" or whatever, and they don't. So that's normally whenever they're giving away some decent titles. So we'll see what's next. But go get Death Stranding right now, okay? Also, we talked about it yesterday, but there are an amount of games out right now. It's in our Gamer Deals channel in the Discord.
Those alien bees are gonna pay for shooting up my ride.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I need to turn off. Here, let me see this. Let me see if I can go ahead and turn off one of those real quick. It shouldn't affect it, but we'll try this out. No, dude, I like it. This is the kind of stuff that I had trying to get this working before previously, and everybody really enjoyed it. But the like I said yesterday, the bad thing was that like there was something happening where like half the time the TTS would work, and then the other half the time the TTS would just people would redeem it, and it just wouldn't pop off, and it was like it was really sucky, you know what I mean? So I was having to go refund people's points, and I finally was just like, I gotta kill this and find something else to use. But hopefully this is gonna be good. No, it's good, dude. I enjoy the distraction. I enjoy it. Let me do this real quick though. Do that. Now let's see how that works out. That ought to be better. That way only we should only get the redeem message from the bot at this point. And I'll keep working moving forward on trying to get it to pop up on the screen, the message to pop up on the screen too. Yeah, but I'll keep working on it. So yeah, get your free games. Again, the other ones that are happening right now are Metro Last Light Complete Edition. You can get those on. You can get that on Steam. You can get Bloody Hell on Steam and GOG, which is a very highly rated Metroidvania bullet hell kind of game. Looks really cool. And then there's Bomb J Man, which is a really wild looking, like I don't know, action kind of game. You play as like a hobo that's a hero or something. I don't know, it looks really, really wild. It looks really funny too. Very adult, by the way, but it looks funny. And you can get that free on Steam right now also. All of those are actually in our Gamer Deals channel in the Discord. So there are links all over the place to get into the Discord channel. You just need to go get into the Discord, go to the Gamers Deal, and there's Gamer Deals channel in the Discord, and there are links to all that stuff in there right now, okay? Yeah. I grabbed it last night too. Yeah. I verified that last night also. Yep. Good. I'm glad, dude. I'm glad. Nice. PlayStation Plus bug warns that games will expire in 15 minutes. That's fun. I bet that didn't scare the crap out of everybody on PS Plus. We already have this up, so. What? Stardew Valley will have new game content in update 1.6. When we read previously, it seemed like it was just going to be some more tools for additional moderation, or like mods to be not moderation, but mod tools and things like that for the game. There's a big mod community around that game. Well, we'll pull that up. We'll talk about it. We'll see what's going on there. Yo, dude, there's a lot of manufacturers on the peripheral side of things that copy each other's designs, dude. That's like the same wish you knew how to Stardew. I need to play that game actually. So I always use the Logitech G502 mice. I love these things. I've used them forever. And I see a lot of other peripherals that come out from other manufacturers that have almost the same exact design, dude. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. I don't know how they get away with it, you know? I don't know. But I guess because maybe it's too hard to put like a copyright the physical design of it or something. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I'm not that versed on that side of business stuff, you know, and production and everything. You would assume that they have some kinds of, you know, copyright protection or what's the patent stuff, right? It's patenting, not copyright, but patenting for the designs and everything. But I think all it takes is real subtle changes that allows them to get away with it, probably. There's a lot of loopholes in that kind of stuff. Really? See, dude, I'm just not down with the wireless stuff, dude. I just can't do the wireless stuff. Um, I just don't feel like it's entirely there yet. You like Mickey? Yeah, you do. That's because, hey, Mickey, he's so fun. You know what I mean? They copied the best word. Yeah, I mean, I've always liked these mice. These mice that I use retail normally for like about $70 to $80, but they go on sale quite often for about 30 US, and so that's whenever I pick them up. I usually pick up these mice, and dude, I've never had to replace one of them, and I've had one for about 8 years, another for about 5 or 6, and another one for about 3 or 4. Um, yeah, yeah. I I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep it in mind if I decide to change over. I'm really comfortable with this though. I always have been, and they last a long time. I like the software they use. So I don't know if it works. I don't know. Not a whole lot of point in changing it up. I've got this one right here. So Logitech G502 Hero. Yeah, they make a version of this that you can actually make wireless too, where you can either plug it in or unplug it, so it can be wired or wireless. But I just don't care to have it. Yeah, 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 yep. It's got some nice additional like it's got two additional buttons right here by your left mouse button that you can set up with any keybind. It's got two over here above your thumb for keybinds, and another one right here at the tip of your thumb for a keybind. Also, it's got a place where you can add weights into the bottom of it, so you can make it lighter or heavier, stuff like that. I enjoy it. It's a nice mouse. It's nice. I actually watched it. We watched it yesterday, Tinwin. We watched it as soon as it was announced yesterday, Tinwin. Yeah. Oh, did they? Lords of the Fallen did? Yeah, yeah. So I came across a news article yesterday during the news segment that was basically telling us that it was popping off, that there was going to be an announcement for Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's weird that it's like totally resetting. I noticed that too. So instead of it being 12, it's like they're going back and calling it Mortal Kombat 1, which is odd. I don't know what that really does for them. But I'm sure it plays into maybe their story and stuff a little bit. I just haven't heard a whole lot about that yet. But thanks for making sure we were aware. We watched it, yeah. So basically, it was like 30 minutes before it got tweeted out. We were made aware. We saw an article. Oh, did it? Yeah, I'm not that versed on the lore behind Mortal Kombat anymore, so I just haven't kept up with it. So we saw that it was going to be getting basically announced at 8 my time yesterday. So as soon as that happened, we started searching around and found it, and we watched the trailer and everything. The trailer was dope. I mean, it's cinematics. It's just cinematics, really, but it was dope. I like it. I've always liked Mortal Kombat. I just haven't been able to really stick with it through the years. Oh, really nice, dude. Yo, Reject, what's up, dude? I'm guessing it has something to probably do with like, you know, some kind of like probably multiverse or time travel, like all these universes are doing now, and trying to go back and change things, and I don't know. It probably has something to do with that. I'm guessing. Am I close? Yo, you should post it in the Discord, Tim. Win. I'm not gonna watch it right now, but uh, you should throw that in the Discord if anybody wants to. That's pretty cool, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. That's just about what I kind of figured. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right on, dude. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, cool, man. Thanks. Gameplay reveal for Lords of the Fallen. Nice, dude. Yo, what's the yeah, we'll watch that. Thanks, buddy. Cool, man. Sick. When did that come out? When was the release of this? 22 hours ago. Sick, man. Yeah, nice. All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, it says 22 hours ago. Nice. All right. Now are they still sticking with the hold on. Let me see this real quick. Reject, what's up, dog? Let me see something real quick, guys. Uh 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 No. Do I not have it on there? Did they not already announce a release date for this? Is it still like TBA'd? Hold on. We'll pull that up too. Lords of the Fallen. Is it? I thought they did, but I thought I had it on my schedule and I don't see it. Which is weird. I thought I had that on my schedule, just to keep track of. No, not the old one, you ding dongs. Friday, October 13th. There we go. I'm gonna put this on the schedule right now, actually. Oh, I think it actually announces this in the trailer we're about to watch. Wild. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and Mortal Kombat 1. That's so weird. Mortal Kombat 1 is going to be a September release, apparently, which was kind of surprising to me. That's we all knew it was coming, but I didn't expect it quite that soon. I thought it was going to be probably more along the lines of like late this year, early next year or something, just because we hadn't seen anything yet. But that's not that far away. Yeah. I'm great, Reject. What's up with you, buddy? How are you doing, man? You don't like Mortal Kombat? I'm more of like a. I mean, I always liked Mortal Kombat, and I mean, I've owned some of the games and stuff. I just haven't really stuck with it. Street Fighter was always more of my jam, and that's the game that I still like to watch people play. I don't play fighting games really anymore, but Street Fighter's been yeah. Street Fighter's always been the one that I've enjoyed. One second. Sorry, guys. Um, yeah, and then obviously Tekken doesn't have a dedicated release date yet, right? But it's supposed to be hitting at the end of this year too, Tekken 8. So you know, I'm more of a clay fighter guy. All right, I'm more of a clay fighter, Killer Instinct, combo breaker. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. Like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat were both like a big deal for me back in the day. Primal Rage, bro. Holy crap, dude. I hadn't thought about that in a long time. Yeah. Primal Rage, dude. That was dope. Yeah. Clay Fighter was wild. Yeah. There were a lot of. I mean, there were a lot of crazy fighting games back in the day, man. There really were. There. I mean, there was a time back in the like back in the I don't know, man. I think probably like Sega and Super Nintendo days, all the way up through like PlayStation 1, where that entire period of gaming, there was just a bunch of wild, cool fighting games. Really, what was the there, dude? There was another one. Oh God, dude, with Morgana and what was the one? Oh God, I can't think of the name of it, dude. I love playing that game. Oh Jesus. There's a bunch of vampires in it and stuff. I don't know One Must Fall, no. Yeah, N64 had some great fighting games. Yeah, dude. Yeah. What's the game I'm thinking of, dude? Hold on. Okay, so we'll put this with the Lords of the Fallen. We'll keep that up for now and make sure we know that release date. I'll probably have to put that on the schedule. Not necessarily that we will for sure play it, but just so that we can keep track and it's a potential, right? Well, there are a lot of different characters that have had the name Morgana, right? But was it Morgana? Was that her name? Dude, this is it. Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers, bro. This game was dope. Do you guys know Darkstalkers? Darkstalkers was a sick fighting game back in the day. This was a really cool game, dude. Capcom. It's a Capcom game too. Yo, this was a fun fighting game, dude. It was pretty wild. I remember playing the crap out of this back in the day. Released in '94, man. '94. Pretty cool. Yo, you know what's funny? Budokai Tenkaichi 2 is my son's first entry into Dragon Ball. And he has run with it, dude. We had that's the one that we had on Wii. I think that's the one. Uh, is this it? Yeah, yeah. I think this is the one we have on Wii. And dude, my son, when he finally like got old enough to understand how to play the game and everything, that's what my son did. He still pop it out and play it on Wii sometimes. But he's evolved in some newer Dragon Ball games. But you know, they just announced like a new Dragon Ball Budokai game, right? Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. Yeah, I know why you like that game. I know those reasons, dude. I know those reasons. uh, yeah, Skullgirls. I know a lot of people like Skullgirls, but I've never played it. But I know a lot of people like it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the Dragon Ball stuff, dude. And they've got a new Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi game that's in development right now. If you guys didn't know, this game was so good on Wii too because it worked really well with the motion controls. It was pretty neat. Like I said, I mean, dude, my son loves this. He loves this game. This is what got him into Dragon Ball, man. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's been so many good fighting games, man. There really has. There really has. No doubt about it. No doubt. Let's see what else we can find. We'll look at all the Lords of the Fallen stuff. Thanks, Timon. I didn't know they came out with a new trailer. The Mortal Kombat stuff. I won't. If you guys need to go take a look at it or whatever, just you can either look at yesterday's video gaming news segment or there's videos all over online for Mortal Kombat 12 minus take the 2 away, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Injustice. Yeah, I mean they still make those games, right? And that was actually, I mean, now that you bring that up, Ed Boon from NetherRealm, which makes both the Mortal Kombat and Injustice games, if you didn't know that, NetherRealm Studios is the developer that makes both those titles. And they still make Injustice, right? They just haven't made nearly as many Injustice games as they ever have Mortal Kombat games. But there's still a big player base around the Injustice games. And Ed Boon, up until a couple of months ago, had been pretty cryptic and had been kind of trolling people out about whether we were going to get Mortal Kombat or Injustice first, a new Mortal Kombat or a new Injustice game first, until it finally kind of started coming out that everybody was pretty sure it was going to be Mortal Kombat, and he kind of started like confirming it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, they do a good job with those games too. But yeah, I mean, those weren't ever supposed to be Mortal Kombat, right? They just weren't. Mortal Kombat is Mortal Kombat for a reason. It wouldn't make sense for NetherRealm to make Injustice just that those characters, but Mortal Kombat grotesqueness, right? They don't need to do that, in my opinion. Let's see what else we got. We got the Stardew Valley stuff up. We'll talk about that. Again, I thought originally what I had heard is it was just going to be mostly mod stuff. If there is additional content, I don't think it's going to be a ton of stuff, but we'll take a look. Oh, yeah, 10-1, yeah. All right. From console to computer, the shift to online gaming. I'm not going to dive into this. You know, I mean, the thing that I'll bring up where I can't help but just for a moment pause and just say that, you know, obviously you guys hear me be a broken record on this all the time, but I feel like PC has absolutely just become a much better platform to game on than anything else nowadays. Now, aside from the fact that there are so many developers out there that tend to just not be good at optimizing games for PC, outside of that, there's still a lot of good developers at making PC games. And it's just it's a much nicer platform for people to play on, in my opinion. You don't have to pay additional to play online most of the time. You don't have to worry about backwards compatibility. If you own a game, you own a game forever. It's yours for that on that platform. You know what I mean? And, I mean, just things of that nature. If you need additional storage space, you're not going to have to pay a proprietary price because Xbox wanted to make only certain manufacturers of storage able to, make storage expansion available for a console, and you're gonna have to pay 3 times for it. Things of that nature. It's real gross, all the way around the console space. So I don't know. I've just gotten really, really fed up with the console space of things. It just feels bad. I think the thing that's really gross about it for me, yeah, I've always done everything really mithril, but obviously nowadays I've gotten to where I don't even want to touch consoles very much anymore because they're just so disgusting. I think the thing that's really, really, really gross about it to me is that to me it just looks like they're taking advantage of so many people that can't do PC gaming, that aren't knowledgeable enough to do PC gaming. So like, oh well, if these people can't do PC gaming, we'll just take advantage of them by making them pay more for everything that they need. You want to do online gaming with other people? Pay for it. You need additional storage space? Pay for it. You want to play the game you already bought on our previous console, on our new console? Pay for it again. And it's just, that's the thing that's really, 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 really disgusting to me. And I'm so done with the console stuff, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on and on about what they do, and I think a lot of it comes down to the fact there's so many people in the world that just aren't necessarily willing to dive into the PC side of things, because you have to be willing to have a bit of PC know-how. That's quite often. Quite often. It's getting, I think, more intuitive. You talk about things like the Steam Deck and things like that, which are making it easier. Thank God. But quite often, if you're going to be getting into PC gaming and you really want to take a deep dive into it, you've got to be willing to educate yourself and learn a little bit of tech side of things, right? Oh, well, yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Probably because Xbox goes, yo, let's make it look like this thing's filled up, so he needs to go buy some more. You know. I don't know, man. I'm so over the console side of stuff, dude. It's so gross. Uh, Funny enough, dude, I had a, uh, I almost just want to show you. I want to show you. There's like I had a comment on a YouTube video the other day, you know, because I gripe a lot. We talk a lot about the terrible PC ports we get and the bad development side we get on PC, the AAA PC side of things, right? Um, so what was funny was that the first comment I got on this video was like on YouTube was somebody commenting, uh, PC gaming is trash. And the second thing they said was, um, Tears of the Kingdom running at 720p and 30 frames uh, is great, and you would never get away with that on PC. And I couldn't. I don't comment. I don't reply to a lot of comments, but dude, I couldn't help myself on that one. I was like, first of all, I said PC gaming's not trash. I said developers optimizing games for PC are quite often trash at doing it. So there's a big difference. Said secondly, I said you want to take a comparison of a game like Tears of the Kingdom and how it runs on the Switch. I said, but you should take a look at how many people are buying that game and then going and emulating it on PC because you get a much higher resolution at a much higher frame rate. And for a game that's an ARPG, that is just better for you. You know, and I went into a little bit more detail, but it's like, dude, don't do that. Don't sit there and act like the Switch that's running on mobile 8-year-old hardware is better than PC. Give me a break, dude. You know what I mean? I'm not downing the fact they've done a good job with getting games like Tears of the Kingdom to run pretty decent on that old of hardware, you know? I'm not downing that. But don't sit there and try and act like that's better. You know? That doesn't make sense, dude. We've got this up. We've already talked about this as well. So here's my guess. Here's my guess. Games are getting really big, dude. Games are getting really big. So we know that like this new Lord of the Rings MMO's in the works, right? And it's being developed by Amazon. Yeah. So yeah, like crazy big. I think the big issue behind that is like how are they going to address the physical side of it, right? How are you going to address the physical side of that? Releasing physical game, we've already seen it be a big issue with a game like Jedi Survivor, which shouldn't have released when it did anyways. But I think there's something to be said with developers needing to be better at efficiently developing the games. Make sure that you're not taking up as much storage as you know, you're just taking up the least amount of storage that you need to. But well, I mean, there's no doubt. Look, I mean, here's the thing, dude. There's no doubt that we're getting more towards a digital space in gaming, but until the entire world is connected to the internet, we won't entirely be there, dude. There are too many people in the world that still buy hardware and buy physical copies of games because they don't have internet. Or if they do, it is really, really, really limited. And so, there's always going to be an amount of still doing physical gaming until the point where everybody is connected, and we're still a ways away from that, dude. So, I mean, it's easy for us in many parts of the world. It feels that we're just there already, but we're not. There are a lot of places in the world that just still don't have connectivity, either at all or in just very, very limited capacities, you know? And so, if these developers are going to be releasing their games as a physical copy, it needs to be entirely physical. No, they're not. Then that's what I'm saying. I mean, they don't efficiently develop their games to, always, anyways, take up the least amount of space that they possibly can. Right? That's not always their priority or anything. So that's kind of what I was talking about a little bit ago too. So I don't think you're wrong on that front at all. I think that we can all probably agree on that. So I think that's part of the problem, and I just think that either these developers are going to have to go no physical copy, or they're going to have to figure out a better medium to put it on. Optical drives aren't going to do it anymore, guys. It's not going to work. Games are too big. Unless they want to start doing the same thing they used to do back in the day and just be pumping out, which I don't think they want to do this. Not only is it very expensive, but it's really bad for the environment too. If they want to, if they're going to stick with an optical drive, they're going to have to start pumping out numerous discs again. And I just don't think that that's going to work very well for the way today's games are built either. It was different whenever games back in the day, like take Final Fantasy VII that had 3 discs, it was all linear. Very, very linear anyways, to where you would go, okay. Not that you still couldn't go throughout the world and everything towards the end of the game, but it was like, it would take you through a large amount of data first, and it's very linear, and then it would be like, all right, disc 2, and then you go, very linear, and the games aren't like that anymore, Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've still got 3.5-inch floppy discs, dude, for like IndyCar racing. I've got like 4 discs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Carts are the best. Well, I mean, I think that going with cartridges, whatever you want to call it. I mean, really what it is, like what Nintendo does with like SD cards. Really, that's what those are, right? So you can call it a cartridge if you want, but really it's just an SD card. But you can get very, very, very big storage space SD cards anymore. Much bigger than what you would be able to get on an optical disc, right? So I mean, I don't know. Is that what these developers, these console developers like PlayStation and Xbox are going to have to do moving forward? Maybe not entirely right off the bat, just totally remove optical, but also have optical and an SD and a SD slot. Something of that nature. It's not cheap. But they're running into a big issue now. Games are huge, and they can't push out just a physical optical disc, single optical. They've got a decision. They've hit a crossroads. They've got decisions to make. And again, I think that for most people, it's not a big deal. But there's a reason most people still buy physical. Most people still buy physical for a limited number of reasons. For one, it's either like collector's kind of stuff, or just because people have a bit of a nostalgia feel from, that's the way they've always done things. Or it's because people don't have internet connection, or a terrible one at that. So even if like with Jedi Survivor, it was still like 50 gigs, 40 to 50 gigs, even on top of the physical disc that you still had to download to install and play the game. That's a lot for somebody that doesn't have an internet connection at their home, or has a, very, very limited one, So I don't know. Oh yeah, Blu-ray's much too small already. Yeah, I mean we see it. So I don't know what the answer is, but I think that the media for physical games has got to change. We're at a point now where I think it has to change. Absolutely. Oh, nice, dude. Tim Wynn put that in the Discord. Sick. All right, cool. Thanks, Tim Wynn, if you're still hanging out, dude. So I'll get off that now. So the new Lord of the Rings MMO. Do you think, okay, because this is Amazon's next development, right? they already support an MMO, but it's died a lot. And we're talking about New World, yeah? We've already hit on this. I'm not going to dive into this article, but I mean, do you think that this is going to be like, I think that they'll probably just quit supporting New World. The player base for New World is minimal nowadays. And if they're going to go ahead and dive into something, I thought it was more about burning it all down, Mithril, because of the flame part. I thought you were more, here's my thing, dude. As long as I can play as an evil character, I'm down, dude. Let me be an undead orc or something. You know what I'm saying? Yo, dude, it's the same thing as like if I'm gonna play in a Star Wars game, I want to be Sith, dude. You know what I mean? I don't want that normal experience of what everybody always does. I don't want to be a Jedi. I want to be a Sith Lord. I don't want to be, I don't want to be one of the good guys in Lords of the Ring. Let me be Sauron, all right? I don't want to be Link, dude. I want to be Ganon, all right? Let me see the other side of it. Let me be the other side. So, but I mean, truly, honestly, I think that, I don't think Amazon is going to continue to support the New World. That game's only been out since what, late 2021? Is that right? Yeah, I knew what you meant, dude. So honestly, I mean, they'll probably keep the servers up because as long as they can still make some money on it, they'll keep it up. But I don't think they'll continue supporting it really. I don't think they'll continue adding content to New World. Once they get this developed and published and released and people start playing this, as long as it seems to be decent and it's pulling in player base, I don't think New World will continue. At least initially, I think they'll quit supporting New World and eventually they'll just take it down because there's already just like, what's the player base now? Last time I looked, New World had like in the high tens of thousands, low 20s, maybe, which is not very many really. Yeah. Yep. Check it out. It just keeps dwindling, dude. I mean, they came out with some new content around this time last year, which was about a year after it released initially, and it peaked again just a little bit. But, I mean, you can see it just keeps dropping, dude. New World had a lot of hype. What's funny is they were supposed to be releasing this game. If you don't recall, they were supposed to be releasing this game at the same time they were supposed to be publishing Lost Ark. And whenever I heard that, I was like, that's a stupid move because Lost Ark's going to pull more players than New World will. And they're both MMORPG games. New World has been around, or not New World, but Lost Ark has been around for years. It's just been locked to the Eastern Hemisphere of the world, right? But they were both slated for I think New World was October and Lost Ark was November, is I think the way that worked. And it was around summertime of 2021 they announced both of them, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I said New World is their first big release, and then they're going to publish Lost Ark a month later, which is the same genre of game. And then as it got closer to New World's release, they went, oh, we need to delay New World's release till February. And I was like, yeah, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Anytime a game releases, it always peaks right on release, right? So you can see what the average player base was in October, and then it drops. But usually what it'll do is it'll peak, it'll drop a substantial amount, and then it'll kind of start flatlining out. So it'll drop a certain amount, like a chunk, and then it'll flatten. But what you're seeing here is like the flatten got real low. And it's even, I mean, like last 30 days, average players is 15,000. That's not very many. You want to take a look at, like, well, I'll give you a comparison of like Lost Ark. Man, they've lost a lot here recently too. Wow. But over that entire period since their release, they've been way over what New World ever was, you know. So, I think New World's done, dude. Especially if the new Lord of the Rings MMO does decent. You'll be able to finish post-apocalyptic CRPG Broken Roads as a pacifist? That's cool. We've already talked about this. There's one final beta that's happening for Street Fighter 6 this month. I don't remember the exact dates, but you know, if you're interested, you just need to go take a search, like go search for Street Fighter 6 open beta and find out how to register. It's probably on Capcom's site as well. So go take a look. You'll be able to find it. We've already talked about that other stuff. Humble Game Showcase, what? When did this happen? We missed the Humble Game Showcase. I didn't even hear about that coming, dude. All right, we'll take a look at this. We'll take a look at this. Is this part of the Humble stuff? What is this? Blood. It is. It's part of it. We'll see it in here. It's this one right here. So I'm not gonna run through that. This is probably today. Mortal Kombat 1 Collector's Edition pre-orders drop. We'll take a look at what it's got. Oh, there's the Lords of the Fallen stuff. Yeah. Um, we've already got that up. That's through IGN. What was this one? PC Gamer. Yeah, October 13th. I don't think I need that up anymore. Yeah, we've already got it up. We'll look at it. Destiny 3 possibly teased by Bungie. Where's our resident non-rodent ferret at? Wonder if he's heard about this. We talked about that too. Ferret! He's busy. He said he might be around today. I know he's busy today. He's got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. I think he's got like a birthday celebration and he's got a graduation thing going on. There's lots of stuff going on for Ferret today, so or this weekend. But he's going to be in and out playing with us in Grounded this weekend. So, by the way, I think we're going to start V Rising this week too. So it's on sale right now. I already grabbed it, but if anybody wants to play V Rising too, which is like Valheim vampire stuff, dude, we're gonna start playing that probably through the week while we play Grounded. Well, we'll probably do V Rising like Monday through Thursday, and then we'll do like Grounded Friday through Sunday or something like that. You know, we'll just do a bunch of like community games for right now. That sounds like fun to me. It's like $15.99 US on Steam right now. Fortnite dropped Trios mode with zero explanation and fans aren't happy. Oh, Nightingale is delayed again. Uh-oh. Xbox surprises users with unexpected day one release for Game Pass. All right. Yeah, we've talked about this. And that. And that. What is this? Bo. Okay, we've got this up already too. Go back, man. Where is this? Yeah, we got Bo in here. I don't know how we didn't see that there was a humble showcase. Lots of news today, man. Yeah, we've already talked about that. Wait. Dude. Wait, what? Demon milkshake. What? Gross, dude. What is this at McDonald's? Is that what this says? No. Zach McDonald, my bad. It's Demon Milkshake, created in collaboration with UK-based food partner Bompus and Par. Dude, we might. We'll just watch it real quick. Come on. All right. I would normally dive into that. We got a lot of stuff this morning, though. Dude, I'm not diving into this. We read an article yesterday where like the 5th set of patches already for Jedi Survivor had been released as of yesterday, and there were still a ton of reviews going. It didn't fix anything. It didn't fix anything. Like, what the crap is wrong with you guys? You know, it's like, it's just disgusting, dude. Yeah. What? All new kind of virtual pet. Oh no, dude. It's a modern Tamagotchi, dog. Is Mortal Kombat 1 too violent and gory? No. You know why? Because it's flipping Mortal Kombat. All right? It's Mortal Kombat. This game has been this way since its inception, dude. I remember, like, if you went back and, like, how long has it been since you went back and looked at Mortal Kombat? Like, the real Mortal Kombat one. You know what I mean? You remember, you remember how, like, it was so conflicting for people. There was so much to do about that. Um, you know, and I mean, here's the deal. Has it evolved? Yeah, just like all gaming has, right? So yeah, is it more lifelike? Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, it's very gory, but it's what the game is. If you don't like it, don't watch it. And if you don't like it, don't play it, okay? But don't ruin other people's entertainment by going, this is too much. You know? Mortal Kombat's been around forever. It's known to be. I mean, that's its mo, dude. Mortal Kombat is a game for violence and gore. It is based around that. It's all about gnarly like fatalities and just ripping people apart and doing gnarly things to other characters. If you don't like it, dude, just don't play it. I mean, this is one of the reasons that we have like rating systems in the world. Yeah, it's to keep. Obviously, I mean, I don't necessarily disagree that there are a certain there's a certain amount of age appropriateness to a game like this, right? But if you, as an adult or whatever, have an issue with this amount of gore and violence or whatever, stay away from it. Nobody's forcing you to be a part of this piece of entertainment. All right, so next thing we know, it'll be like the next the next mass shooting we have in the U.S. The NRA will be blaming it on Mortal Kombat. The government will be blaming it on Mortal Kombat instead of what the real issue is. This is the same thing we see all the time. Is it an unskippable quest line? It's like, God dang, dude. All right, last page. We'll start diving into all this stuff. Will MK1 be on Game Pass? We'll take a look at that real quick. I doubt it, but possibly, I guess. I doubt it, but it'll probably eventually be there. But out the gate, I don't think so. Dang eyelashes, man. Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. Outlast Trials, man. Yo, I'm probably gonna play some of this in Scaretober. This is actually on the main page on Steam right now, I think. Outlast Trials. We played all the Outlast games last Scaretober, but this game is look, man, this just hit. By the way, I saw this yesterday. This game just hit early access yesterday, and look at all the reviews already. There's over 2,300 reviews in a day at overwhelmingly positive. That is a really good indicator, man. And it's a multiplayer experience, which is going to be really dope, I think. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a bit different than the other Outlast games, but I want us to take a look at this today. Uh oh, nothing, Mithril, nothing. Star Citizen video shows new pocket TIE fighter. All right, we'll take a look. We'll take a look for you, buddy. It's gonna be a long news segment, yo. My head is crushing. God dang, dude, my head hurts. Oh God. I don't know what happened, dude. I felt fine last night. I went to sleep and like I woke up this morning and I'm just like a hot mess, dude. I think it's the seasons changing over from like winter to spring, dude. It just got me really jacked up. Bro, what the crap? I paused this initially. What? Oh, okay. Well, I'll pull it up anyway. It's fine. All right, let's go, man. Prepare yourself for an all-new kind of virtual pet with Malaysian game Weirdlets. For a period of time in the 90s, virtual pets was the craze that swept a generation of kids. Soon, video games also got into the action with Sonic Adventures K. Is that supposed to be... Is that Chow Garden? Or is it supposed to be Chaos Garden? Being a great example of this. While life simulation games like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing may have taken the style of gaming by storm, still space for those looking to raise digital creatures, with the upcoming game Weirdlets being a great example. The game is the brainchild of WeirdWorks, the Malaysian game development studio known for its award-winning eccentric games and a penchant for tinkering with experimental interactive experiences. Studio's known monster nest, unicorns on unicycles, and strike pods. Oh my god, they're adorable. Weirdlets is a virtual pet that exists right on your desktop. Huh? Where players can play mini games, watch their pets grow by interacting with it right on your computer. Oh my god, dude. As players leave their pet idle on their PCs, the creature will start digging for valuable in-game resources like shinies and prisms. Count me in, dude. Players can play ball with their own Weirdlet and also keep them in shape through the gym. Yeah, we don't do the gym around here, okay? We do jogging with our jaws, which is basically just talking and eating food. With a click of the mouse, players can pick up their Weirdlet, pet them, and throw them across their desktop. No throwings. There are 3 kinds of Weirdlets for players to feed and play with: the dinosaur-like Wagyu, the rabbit-like Mochi, and the cat-like Gyoza. Each of these creatures is rendered in that signature WeirdWorks art style, filled with vibrant colors and cuteness. The aforementioned shinies and prisms can be traded in for more exciting items to enrich their Weirdlet's life. On top of that, players can also build a dream home for their pet with a varied collection of furniture, toys, and decor. That's my play right there. I need this lizard, bro. Weirdlets will be a free-to-play game on Steam. While there is no set release date, interested parties can wishlist the game on Steam. Keep up to date with its development. What? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, Weyrd. My bad. Bro, we're going to have a little pet on the desktop. Sick. All right, dude. That's dope. Yo, look at it. Check it out. It's just like hanging out on your desktop. Oh my god, dude. Count me in. That's flipping adorable. But I need like an octopus, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's sick. All right, will Mortal Kombat 1 be on Game Pass? Answered. No official confirmation for Mortal Kombat 1 being on Game Pass. So look, my assumption here, like I said before, is I would not bet on this being on Game Pass right away. It's not like NetherRealm is a Xbox studio or anything, right? So there's, I don't think, a huge potential for that anyways. I think that a game like Mortal Kombat is going to sell a lot out of the gate, and then it'll make sense for them to put it on Game Pass maybe a little bit later. That would be my assumption. There is that's probably the way that NetherRealm will play this. On release, it'll be only purchasable. It probably won't be on any kind of streaming service or anything. And then a little while later, it'll probably hit some streaming services. But I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just my kind of guess there. Get spooky with friends as the Outlast Trials launches in early access. The new game features everything players love about Outlast games in addition to the new content. Today, Red Barrel's kicked off early access for the Outlast Trials on both Steam and the Epic Game Store. Available for $30, the Outlast Trials promises the main features of a classic Outlast game, in addition to new environments, trials, challenges, and more. It also boasts a sensational program. In the Outlast Trials, players must take part in an experimental program conceived by the Shadow Corporation, Murkoff. Players or regents must survive physical and mental trials. They'll face iconic characters from the Outlast IP and can do so alone or as part of a team. As this early access, Red Barrels is still looking for feedback from players, something you might want to keep in mind before dropping cash in order to improve the game before the official launch. Dev team also notes they'll continue working on the game until they feel it deserves their initial vision. Again, we just looked this up. This game is doing very, very well review-wise already on Steam. Let's take a peek, though.
You'll be reborn.
Oh.
For what I want to create, I need somebody who's not going to be missed when they vanish. I need somebody who knows they deserve to suffer. I need somebody who can withstand anything. I need a nobody.
Nice.
But what I got was you.
Pretty sure that was one of the guys from YMCA.
And when I see what you are capable of, I think you
For
might
this
be
game,
the
you
one
mean? Fortnite
that
Battle
shows
Pass
this
type thing coming for this
miserable
game?
world what freedom really means.
Yeah, it's seasonal. Yeah. I mean, it's this is one of those tough things, right? Where you talk about like it's a $30 buy-in price point. So I mean, you bring up a good point. What kind of monetization are we gonna see in this, right? Sorry, I need to sit back for a second. My head is killing, dude. So I could absolutely see that, you know. I think my thing is like I would probably expect to see that, you know. Obviously, this is going to be one of those situations where, you know, I think that for people that just want to play through the game and experience it and like for what it offers initially as solo, then $30 is probably going to be a pretty solid. We'll need more review data and stuff first, but and it's still early access. It's not full release or anything. So on full release, we'll get more information. But for the people that continue to play the game, if it has a really good multiplayer component on it, you know, I guess I don't see anything too bad about a battle pass system if it's got a free side and a paid side. It's not like you have to buy into that, right? So as long as it doesn't have anything in it for the battle pass side that gives anybody any kind of advantage that buys into it, it doesn't have pay to win in it or whatever. If it's a game that is going to continue to be live service as a way, again, like I talked about yesterday, if a game's going to be live service and, you know, if you're buying in at a lower price point or whatever, which this is $30, we're not talking about like 10 to 20 or anything. So that's about half of a, it's still not a huge price point or anything. So it just depends. Oh, bro, it's insane. It's insane. It's a ton of money. So I'm not against it really if they did something like that. If people are gonna, if it's gonna continue to be supported, it's gonna be live service. They're gonna have seasons. It's gonna be something that people enjoy. you know, and they're not going to have pay to win on the paid side of the battle pass, then whatever. People that are getting a ton of, you know, playtime out of it and feel like they want to support the devs a little bit more, and then that's okay. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I think we just need more data about what the game's going to entail, how much, you know, how much playtime are you getting out of $30 buying in, and then are they going to how much monetization are they going to be incorporating in it, you know? They make a ton of money off of Fortnite. It's insane, dude. Star Citizen Video shows a new pocket TIE fighter, Mirai Fury, before you can fly for free today. Star Citizen developer Cloud Imperium Games released a new video showcasing a new TIE fighter debuting today in the game. The new ship is called Mirai Fury, and it's quite obviously inspired by Star Wars TIE Fighter. Oh, right on. Cool. Nice, Minzrel. Yeah. I'll link all this for everybody, too. Mirai is a new specialist manufacturer and a... thanks, man. Appreciate it. A subsidiary of MISC. The Fury is basically a pocket fighter, all cockpit and weapons, exactly like a TIE fighter. Yo. That sounds like my kind of craft right there, you know? It just needs more of an orange and black paint scheme, you know what I mean? Another thing it has in common with its source of inspiration is the lack of a quantum drive. Just like Mithril said, it's designed to be carried by a larger ship and fly in and out of its hangar when it's time to fight. This is actually one of the most relevant innovations in Star Citizen, which features the ability for vehicles and ships to carry each other as long as they fit in a completely seamless manner. A relatively large craft could carry several Fury and their pilots. At the first sign of danger, these pilots can board the Fury and fly out to do the fighting and then be recovered after the threat has been defeated. Two variants will be made available. The standard one comes with guns, while the Mirai Fury MX replaces the guns with tons of missiles, alongside the addition of a blast shield. You can fly both for free today, thanks to the free fly event that will continue until May 30th, like Mithril just said. To celebrate Invictus launch week, everyone will be able to simply register an account and download the game and play for the duration of the event, with a rotation of ships to freely enjoy on a daily rotation. Incidentally, the event also lets you try the latest alpha 3.19 build. So it's a good chance to make your own opinion about the game. Also, thanks to an overhauled new player experience. In the meanwhile, you can watch the video below. You know I'm gonna troll about that, dog. All right, let's watch this. You know I love you, Mithril. You know I gotta troll about that, though, dude.
Invictus is here, and for the next 2 weeks, we'll be
forever alpha, dude.
as much as we can about the new ships and vehicles making their debut at this year's event. And since there's nothing that I can
look, Jared, I don't have 12 minutes, dog.
Civilian, and we really like MISC styling as a brand. It made sense to introduce Mirai as their performance subdivision.
There's a
yeah,
lot
Jared
of
seems like an alright bro.
Where we can take this brand in the future. And not only will Mirai be heading in new directions design-wise, it's also a great opportunity to go in unsafe directions that maybe
previously on Inside Star Citizen.
Of human and Xi'an technology already in MISC, and one of their charges is going to be taking it even farther.
Yo, that ship looks awesome, dude. I want one in real life.
With the introduction of Mirai as a brand, this gave us the perfect opportunity.
He's weird
to
good. Hope he gets a nice girlfriend or boyfriend.
And so we
you know,
introduced the Mirai Fury. The Mirai Fury is extremely compact.
A nice significant other. We'll just put it at
smaller
that.
Package as we could possibly make a ship of this classification.
Unless you actually know he prefers women.
A cockpit with some engines, some components, and some weapons.
Yo, what a last name, dude. Chris Danks. Well, that's a cool last name.
So the Mirai Fury aims to take everything that
he's mentioned that.
Super impressive with all of its grav tech and ability to gimbal thrusters and be super maneuverable. It has really cool folding wings that allows you to get it into tiny ships.
So if you have a ship
oh god dang, dude, that is funny, bro.
And
oh my god, he's thirsty, dude.
and helps
Yeah,
provide.
yeah, he's
on-demand
nice
support
and
from
he's
any
thirsty.
attacks that you may find yourself coming under whilst out in deep space.
Some might look at this and say the Mirai theory reminds them
Oh,
of
Jesus,
another
that's
popular
funny,
spacecraft.
bro.
What would you say to that?
Hello,
don't know what
my
they're
fellow
talking about.
ginger beard. Dude, I've got a red beard. I've got a red beard. Mine's a bit
So when you
darker
approach
than
the
that,
Fury,
though.
You'll first notice this big glass dome that gives you.
So we've
massive
got half a
visibility,
soul. So if
and
you
then
put me and that
seats
dude
pop
together,
out
we've
and
got a
come and
full
present
soul.
itself to you, a little bit like the Asperia Talon.
Both of us together.
So you
It's
get
awesome.
to look at this massive glass canopy, which is super helpful for the pilot. And when
That
it's
is
in, like,
sick,
its
dude.
collapsed mode, you get to see all the different underneath parts of the wing with all the, like.
Dude,
the
I haven't
wood
seen
deck
anybody
on
wearing
it
a
where
fox
the
hat in a
maintenance guys will have to
long
step on.
time.
You've got the component
Holy
bays coming off
crap.
the side of the body. Everywhere you go, there's just components everywhere. It's crazy how densely packed this thing is together. You've got air-to-air refueling port on the top. You've got all your personal storage. Yeah. and
Yeah,
you've got
yeah, I
flaps
knew
at
they
the
did a
back
good
as
job
well.
with
We
this kind of
can't wait to
stuff.
get
Yeah,
atmospheric
yeah.
flight in, so those things can work for you. The lights on the end of the wingtips as well that will
Bro, that
blink
ship is
intermittently,
dope.
so they'll swap around. So when you're in transform mode, they'll kind of like switch which one's going. Alex did an amazing job on that. All around the back, these thrusters kind of presenting themselves to you in their gravity cradle that will flip up and down depending on whether
That's
it's
flipping
landed or
sexy,
not.
dude.
When you're in atmosphere, you'll notice the
No
bottom
doubt.
ones move more than the top, but once you're in space, that flips around. It's so maneuverable. You're constantly going to be throwing it around in directions it shouldn't be. You're like pulling stupid amounts of G-forces.
Vertigo.
So having that visibility is going to be really important, and it's something we tried our best not to compromise on.
The view from the cockpit allows you to see pretty much the whole picture of combat ahead of you. You have fantastic agility to maneuver yourself
Yeah, I mean,
around,
again, look, I
threats.
understand why people have
and
bought
it
into the
just
premise
looks
of this
really cool.
game. I just
The
have a
cockpit
hard
you have
time
the
with the
guns in your
fact
view all
that
the
there's
time,
been
firing
that
away,
much money
missiles
raised for
launching
this
right next to
title.
your head. It's a truly unique experience.
And
compared
they
to our
still
other
are,
ships.
are like,
We really tried to keep the hood.
it's
as
still
minimal
all
as possible. That was
alpha.
something
You
I
know what I
spent a
mean?
lot of
That's
time
the
in
thing
white
that's just
box
hard
designing,
for
like,
me
the layout
to.
of it and stuff. And we ended up settling on like.
And it
just
looks
like a small
good,
kind of,
dude,
glass
but
transparent
when
panel
does
with
it
all the
start
MFEs
becoming
and
even
the
anything
radar at the top.
outside of
The flight
alpha? When
controls
does it all
fold
tie
out
in?
of
When
the,
does it,
the
you know?
armrest. There's a lot going on for people flying.
Yeah,
the last thing we want is to,
I know that. Yeah,
you know,
it wasn't
overthrow you with
originally.
buttons.
Originally,
The area
you had to
actually
buy
shoot is tiny,
you know
like,
what I
this thing
mean?
is like a real glass
for a
cannon.
good chunk of time
It's like
originally,
such a
right?
Dominating small profile.
At
You
least
probably
2 years. Look,
at it come
I
towards
don't
you
even
like,
want to
oh,
set
what
a
is
time
that?
frame
It
for
feels
this
like a
game.
wasp,
You know what I
but
mean?
you'll
I don't
probably
even. I wouldn't
hear
even
it
listen to
hit you
anything they
before you,
say, to be honest,
realize what it
personally.
is. The profile of this,
And
it's
I'm
so
not
aggressive. It's
obviously
like these
somebody
massive
that
triangle shapes,
has
but it's still
kept
got
up
that
with
mist
this
kind of
community
flow to
very,
it.
very
So one of
much
the
like
things I cannot
you
wait
would
to
have,
see
you
is
know,
when I'm
Mitchell.
still
So
on,
I
like,
mean, I
Daymar or
trust you
something,
too,
I
man.
look
But
up and see like 5 of these
just
things
the
whiz
fact
past
of
me at
what
stupid
they've
speed.
said
It's
before,
just really satisfying
quite
to see
often
the
about
silhouette
time
flying
frames
around,
and
whether
stuff
you're in it or
hasn't
on the
held
floor
true,
looking
and they
up.
haven't followed through with. I can't put stock in that, dude.
The Fury chassis is designed to support multiple variants, and we're exploring these over time. But we are introducing an additional variant alongside the
And don't get me. I
base
mean,
version
the
at
game looks
Invictus
dope,
Launch Room.
dude. It's just.
The Fury MX takes the core
When does it
of
all
the
come to
base Fury
fruition, man?
and simply replaces all the guns with all the missiles.
Oh, that's just
The
your
amount of
feeling? Yeah,
missiles
I
on the
mean,
wings is
I think
just
that's my big
stupid.
thing. Is
I
like,
remember
when
being
does
told
all
how
of
many
this
we were going to be putting on it
come together?
And I like
You know what I
did
mean?
everything I could to make sure like
I just
everything
don't.
that was supposed
That's
to
the
be a size
hard
2
thing
stayed
for
a
me.
size 2.
And
we've got, like, 20
from what I
missiles on it
understand,
now,
especially from
and only,
getting to
like, I
know
think it's
you
8 of them
and how
are,
you
size
know
ones, so,
how much
have fun
time
with
you
that.
spent with this game
It's
and
the
immersing yourself with
absolute
its
Nova
development
damage
process and things like that.
variants.
I
This
love
thing is
hearing the
designed
fact
to put out
that
the maximum amount of damage in a
the
short period
people
of time as possible.
involved with the
On top
development
of
of this
all the
game are
missiles,
happy.
we also
That's a
add
big
deployable
deal, you
blast
know. That's a
shield,
big deal.
which provides additional armor to the front of the ship whilst reducing
But
visibility.
it just I can't
really
help
wanted to
but
make
feel
this
like
variant feel different, and that's exactly what we've got here with the blast shield. I just think it's awesome the way it comes down. We got the
they have a
little,
really
mirror boot
hard
screen as
time.
well,
I mean, this game
taking
looks
some
dope,
of the
dude. It
inspiration
really
from
does.
some of the more
They have a really
alien
hard time,
manufacturers
like
as well, and it really gives it that kind of alien vibe. Like you can tell
ever
Tech's been involved with it when you look at it,
going.
when its
Let's
blast shield's
wait
down, it's
to
got all
do
these
that
cool
until
sensors
we
on the
have
outside.
a fully
It just
complete
looks
game. Let's wait
utterly
to go that far until we
terrifying,
have a fully.
and it's
It's
awesome.
just they
So the
just
MX
keep
is
reaching
designed
further
to
and
launch
reaching
from
further.
the parent
And
craft,
the
do
ideas they
one or
have are
more multiple,
amazing, but it's like when does
missile
it
attacks on
become a
larger crafts,
fully
so you launch,
you know,
commit to your
realized
run,
released
deploy
game,
your
you
blast
know.
shield down, and launch your payload, and then
Oh,
get
really?
dodge
Yeah.
in return. and utilizing all the tractor beam improvements in Alpha 3.19,
oh,
you can
right
then
on.
rearm the ship and repeat to your heart's content. So the Fury is designed to...
If you ignore the alpha, it's fully playable.
And capable fighters, such as the Arrow and the Gladius. It does that by being much more agile than those, as well as being a smaller form. It does have limitations there. It doesn't have a quantum drive, so its range is sort of limited around planetary bodies, and ideally it is carried within other ships.
The Fury doesn't have a quantum drive because there's not.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
It would double the size of it, and then it wouldn't have fit in as many ships as it can. It's more maneuverable.
That's an X-wing, by the way.
More heavily armed.
Yeah, shoot them down, TIE fighters.
My favorite thing about the Mirai Fury is definitely the thrusters.
We've managed to get fully 180-degree rotating main thrusters, meaning that we don't have specific retros.
Yeah, X-wing versus TIE fighter. I'm sure that's why they did that for some of this like showcasing, you know,
and strafing, and
because that's absolutely what it looks like.
Because it can put its main thrust in pretty much whichever direction it needs to go.
They are a great ship to bring along as a sort of defensive package to allow you to react to threats coming at you, or launch very short-range attacks on.
Dude, I bet this game would be so sick with some actual flight controls. You know what I mean? God dang. And some like VR. Holy
super useful for them because you're in dogfights constantly in this
I'm
thing.
like twisting my head around and stuff just watching it. You get some like flight controls and like a VR setup. Jesus.
Quite a lot in quite a lot of our
Did you?
other
I bet
ships.
it's so dope, dude.
A lot of people like to bandy around the words pocket carrier. Well, this is the ship for the pocket carrier. This is the ship that will fill the pocket carrier. It's the pocket fighter.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
The Fury sort of
I haven't seen a whole lot of games that you know, really make me look at it and go,
ship opens its doors and all these fighters pour out of it. It is
like,
so small and compact that
it would be worth investing in actual like flight controls.
You just launch them all out.
This is one I look at that makes me think that.
I really want like
you know what I mean?
Vibes off this thing.
There's not a whole lot of games I see with flight sim stuff that I'm like, yeah, flight controls would be sick for this.
Normal size ship,
you know, I just don't see the investment really being worth it. But this is one that absolutely makes me feel that way.
And like all your ground-to-air defenses are like stretched because there's so many small targets fleeting around.
Get wrecked.
I just can't wait to see what.
No, don't shoot down the TIE fighters. Yeah.
This ship has a big place in my heart as it's the first
dope,
vehicle
man.
I've worked on here at CIG. I had so
again, I mean, I know that like what they've done with this game is impressive.
How it would fold away and how it would all transform when it's in deployment.
Probably need to take a little bit more time to dive into the information about like what all the game
from all the
different has to offer as far as an experience.
It was like this massive moving. Everything just seems to be moving constantly when you fly it around.
Yeah.
And it really feels like it's alive.
Voice control, nothing would
it's
understand
really
me anyways
to
because of
just
my
see how it
accent,
comes
so there's
over,
no
and I can't
point.
wait to work on more ships that give me that feeling.
And hopefully
I don't say anything right, so nothing would. It wouldn't understand me at all.
The most favoured ships internally during its development. Then we'll look at doing some more variants in the future.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned Mirai is making one heck of a first impression with the new Fury. That there are 2 variants making their debut at this year's event. And that good things sometimes do come in small packages.
Yeah.
And that if they're ever...
All right, sorry, Jared, we got to move on. That was a long video, but that was a really cool look, man. I'm gonna put this in for everybody right now. You know, obviously there's always been some concerns for me on the front of this game. I mean, there's also a lot of really dope looking stuff about this game too, you know? So, obviously, you know, Mithril's our resident Star Citizen aficionado. He's got a lot of experience and time in the game, and I'm not trying to like be a Debbie Downer about it or anything. It's just there are certain things about, you know, as long as I've been diving into the video gaming industry and there are certain things about a development process that can kind of be like a bit of a flag, an indicator for some things that might be worrisome, you know, and I have a hard time with a little bit of the stuff that's gone on here. So it doesn't always, you know, some of those flags, some of those indicators doesn't mean that there necessarily is anything bad or wrong, you know, but they also quite often do. And so I've just always been a bit hesitant on the front of this game, but I also haven't known anybody until Mithril that's been able to kind of elaborate more on what this game has to offer and the ins and outs of it. It's been more of an outside looking in kind of situation, you know. So, yeah, right. So preparing their newborns for beta. What a great comment, dude. That's a great comment. You got jokes, bro. So what I would say is that, I mean, I'm going to keep trying to inform myself to the greatest extent I can. And who knows, maybe there'll be a time in the future where I'll feel like I have time to maybe try to take a bit of a peek at what the game has to offer and stuff myself. Right now, I don't really feel like I have the space and the schedule to do that, but it's quite possible. So if anybody in our community or that's watching this at some point is interested in the game, I'm sure that Mithril would have no problem, you know, giving people more info if you're interested in anything and you're not quite informed and you have questions or whatever. So, you know, if you want to hop in our Discord or whatever and shoot a message with any kind of questions, I'm sure that Mithril would be more than happy to fill those questions out for people. Yeah, man. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. But there's the link to this this article. That was a good one, man. I like the TIE fighters. Yo, let's see this demon milkshake here. Let's watch this demon milkshake. Mature content, kiddos. Close your eyes. What is this? It's like a promotion for some kind of like Diablo 4 food-based drink or whatever.
Billions of demons. Chopped, drained, blended, poured. Diablo 4 brings hell to your door.
It's a new energy drink? Is that what it... Demon Meat Shake. Did that say 100% vegan on it?
Meat Shake.
100% vegan!
Fresh meat.
Oh my god, dude. Hold on.
Fresh meat.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I'll just link it for you guys if you want more info on what the crap this is. Oh god, I love how gory they try to make it, and then like they show the cup is like 100% vegan. All right, here we go, man. We had a apparently there was a Humble showcase that we missed, man. I apologize. I didn't know this was taking place. Showcase featured a number of very attractive upcoming games and one surprise release. So released a bunch of new titles. We'll take a quick peek at these. Lost Skies, first look, and Dev Diary. 4 minutes. Let's take a look here.
Hey everyone, Luke Williams here from Bossa Games, and today I'm super excited to share an early look at something new we're bringing to you in collaboration with Humble Games, an open-world co-op adventure called Lost Skies. Lost Skies takes place in a fantastical world of airborne islands and soaring skyships, where strange and massive ancient beings have shattered the land, and the last remnants of humanity must band together to survive among the clouds. You play as one of these last survivors, setting out on a journey across the skies to explore ruins.
I'm not very excited about my new project, but I hope you guys are. You never hear that, do you?
Or alongside your friends, and ultimately find a way to banish the awesome and terrifying entities that shattered your world. Where you go and how you get there is entirely up to you. Lost Skies draws inspiration from one of Boss's earlier games called Worlds Adrift. The idea of venturing among the clouds was at the heart of that game too, and we've always loved that core concept. So we're
I want to see somebody do an interview like, "Yo, I'm the developer of this new game, and you ding dongs are gonna love it. It's gonna be great because I'm making it, and you ding dongs need to play it." Something like that. You know? I feel like, no, I gotta play this game. Yo, Kayla, what's up?
And if you're ready for the journey,
yeah, steampunk stuff's cool. I agree.
For yourself. You'll find ancient ruins to explore and islands full of resources to upgrade your ship or your character, although they may be guarded by creatures that need vanquishing or puzzles that need solving. Explore far enough and you might uncover a great secret that takes you closer to understanding.
All you nerds are definitely going to want to check out my game.
We want that sense of freedom to extend to exploring the world on foot too.
Yo, Dallas plays tonight.
Survivors have become adept at using grappling hooks to hurl themselves from point to point.
Western Conference Finals, dude. Really slow day, dude. Kayla, I woke up with a crushing headache, dude. Medicine's not helping, man. Like my first day, I'm supposed to be back to gaming, dude, and I wake up just obliterated with a headache, man. I was fine when I went to sleep last night, man. It's terrible. So I feel you. I'm gonna try to push through, but I might not get a ton of gaming in today. It feels rough, dude.
Against hostile enemies, and ultimately confront bigger, more
mysterious it'll be all right. I'll get a little bit in, but man, I woke up and I was just like, what is happening? Like, why am I? And dude, I went to bed at like 9. So I got plenty of sleep. I just woke up just feeling terrible. I was like, well, I'll take a shower and, you know, I'll probably start feeling better. Dude, I was just dragging this morning. Yeah, I know, dude. It's cool. That's alright. We'll get a little bit. We'll start up. We'll start up. I might not game real long today, but we'll get a taste of Grounded anyways.
If you're interested in Lost Skies,
I'll take my break, dude, and grab some more coffee. And I miss you guys, dude. I want to play some games. I haven't played any games, dude. I haven't played any games offline or like off stream or anything either, really. I might have played a little bit of Shatterline with my son. That was about it. Yeah, the screen doesn't really hurt me too much, but I just, you know, I've got this chronic headache thing anyway, so yeah, I know that. Yeah, I feel better, dude. It was nice having some days off. I needed that. I've been able to get some stuff done. Yeah, so yeah, I know, and I appreciate you guys understanding that stuff. So that was Lost Skies. Let's see what else we got. Wizard of Legend 2. This is not a video though. I'll read about it. I mean, I appreciate you guys like understanding and being like that and everything, but I want to try to do a little bit of gaming today anyways. So we'll get a little bit in, but it doesn't feel like this headache's going to go away. So I'll probably end early and I'll try to take a nap early this afternoon just to try to get rid of it. That way I can try to work on some more stuff. I've got some really cool stuff, dude, for the channel that I've been working on. I think it's going to work, and it ought to be a lot of fun. It ought to be a lot of fun. I've been working on some cool stuff for the channel. So, you know, yeah, I know. Yeah, but we'll get a little bit in, and then we'll see how it goes. I probably won't game all day or anything like I normally do. I'll probably cut it a little bit short and then take a nap. Try to see if I can sleep it off. Fast-paced co-op action roguelite Wizard of Legend is getting a sequel. Developed by a new team, Dead Mage, Children of Morta. Takes the reins. Though the original developer, the two-person team of Contingent 99, is still involved to provide guidance. Interesting. Wizard of Legend 2 will feature a new art style and retain the 4-player co-op action of the original with new abilities, combos, and challenges. Interesting, huh? Blood. During its showcase, Humble announced it would be publishing the debut title from Exit 73, an animation and game development studio. Blood will leverage the company's experience in both mediums as it tries to blur the line between a dungeon crawling game and Cartoon Network inspired cartoon set in a high school. Exit 73 has previously worked on several Nickelodeon titles and produced the cutscenes for the OKKO game Let's Play Heroes. Official description reads, take on the role of plucky teen Becky Brewster as you balance school friends, field hockey, and fiend slaying in this creative take on traditional action RPG. Interesting. Bo, Path of the Till Lotus. Metroid-style game based on Japanese folklore. Successfully funded via Kickstarter at the beginning of last year. And now it's going to be published by Humble, dude. Punky Brewster? Oh my god, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Becky Brewster. Plucky teen Becky Brewster. That's probably where they got the name from, though, dude. Punky Brewster. Long time, dog. Yeah. Let's see what this is. The other ones above didn't have a video. Squid Shot. Oh, dude, it does have some Hollow Knight vibes to it. Oh, what the crappers, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's very Japanese, dude. That's what they were saying. It was, I think, supposed to be based on a lot of Japanese art style and folklore and stuff. It's flipping beautiful. Nice. Okay. Ori, but not as dark. Yeah, it's very pretty, dude. Yeah. Market filled with 2D platformers inspired by Metroid and Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. My favorite Metroidvania of all time. It takes something special to stand out from the pack. Bo's art style certainly helps to achieve that. Official description reads, take on the role of Celestial Blossom Bo as you master the shapeshifting abilities, brew arcane teas to unlock celestial powers, and explore a mysterious haunted world filled with the adorable and otherworldly characters straight from the legend and myth. Yo, this game looks dope, dude. Hold on. Is that a... Not question mark, ding dong. Doesn't look like it's on Steam. It's probably only going to be on Humble initially, maybe. I don't know. All right. What was it? Path of the Till Lotus. Okay. Breeze in the Clouds. Let's see what this is. This is like a little brawler game or what? Yo, Pinky, what up, dude? Breeze in the Clouds, man. All right. 2D action adventure game featuring a plucky corgi dog. Yeah, Cataclysmo. Interesting. Yo, this looks like kind of a CRPG type game almost. Next game from Digital Sun, creators of Excellent Moonlighter, called Cataclysmo. This one is a strategy game that combines elements of tower defense and real-time strategy as you build fortresses. Oh, Not the first game to explore this hybrid genre, but does sport an interesting aesthetic that combines cel-shaded graphics with 3D models in an evocative fantasy setting. Huh. Stray Gods, the role-play musical. Stray Gods, a behind-the-scenes featurette gave us a glimpse into the myth and music live concert held in April that debuted many of the game's songs. Narrative game will take the form of an interactive musical where players can shape their unique stories through various branches of dialogue and song. Vocal cast is packed with big names, including Troy Baker, Laura Bailey, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, Janina Gavankar, and several others. Cool. Superland 6 inches under. Pinky! New Superland game, dude. Wait, what? See what this says then. Surprise console release of 6 inches. So they're taking it to console, dude. Mixed concepts from Portal and Zelda to create a mind-bending first-person adventure puzzle game set in a world where you are a tiny person in a regular-sized world. First two games received a positive reception with their PC releases, yeah. So it's available now on PlayStation and Xbox as well as Xbox Game Pass. Cool. Good. Nice. All right. If you guys need more out of the... so Humble's getting it published on consoles now, apparently. Is what's going on. I didn't realize. Cool, man. Sorry, dude. Destiny 3 possibly teased by Bungie. It seems Bungie is possibly interested in making Destiny 3. Why would they not be? I mean, let's be honest here. Let's just hope that they do a better job with the story in Destiny 3 than they did in the last expansion for Destiny 2. Am I right? Bungie is one of the most talented and renowned video game developers out there. The studio found its claim to fame in the early 2000s when it made Halo. Yeah, we know all that stuff, so shut up and tell me what we need to know. As reported by The Game Post, a new survey was sent to Destiny 2 players, and Bungie asked if players would be interested in a new Destiny game and subsequently asked what players would like to see from the next game. Of course, it's unclear if this would be Destiny 3 and continue the larger story, systems, and game modes that players see in the second game. Could be more of a spin-off as Bungie continues to expand the lore of the Destiny universe. Perhaps there's room for a single-player game in the Destiny universe, which may appeal to both hardcore fans and those who are turned off by the MMO-ish elements of the core games. I don't know, dude. I don't see them moving away from what the game currently is. If they do, I don't think they'll call it Destiny 3. They'll call it something else. Destiny 3 will continue what Destiny's always been, in my opinion, but I'm going to link this to you guys and to Ferret real quick. Cool. All right, let's keep it moving. Lots of news today. Fortnite has dropped Trios mode with zero explanation. Fans aren't happy. The addition of ranked play and 24.20 update came at a cost. The launch of Fortnite's new season brought with it the addition of ranked play. If you're genuinely surprised that Fortnite, the biggest battle royale in the world, is only just now getting a ranked mode, trust me, you're not alone. It is coming at a price, though, as the arrival of ranked play means Trios mode is gone. Interesting. Oh. No. No. I want to see what this stuff is. Take me a nice salt bath too, you know? I don't want to be left out. I'll take a look at that. Hate having to take my lunch at 9. I'm sorry, Kayla. That sucks. Sorry, work's dragging on too. Kind of ranked in the past. Well, Wick was telling me the other day that like as soon as the update hit, basically like build mode got ranked across all play styles, like solos, duos, trips, quads, everything. And then no build mode only got like duos, ranked for duos, which was like, why? Why would they do that? Well, I think that's because she works like more of a mid shift kind, like a real early shift. Kayla usually gets off at like 1 in the afternoon, her time. So I think that's why. Right? Am I right? I think I'm right. I've been wrong before though. It's happened occasionally from time to time. Launch of Fortnite's newest season, or between 1 and 2, something like that. Maybe it's closer to 2. I think like closer to 2 actually. Launch of Fortnite's newest season. Yeah, the ranked play. If you're genuinely surprised that Fortnite, the biggest battle royale in the world, it's only just now getting a ranked mode, you're not alone. So Trios was initially a limited time mode in Fortnite before being added as a permanent option in Chapter 2, Season 5, which went live in December of 2020. But now Epic has decided to move away from that mode. A decision announced with a tweet and the most bare bones patch notes sentence possible. Please note that Trios mode will be vaulted in Battle Royale and Zero mode in version 24.40. Epic didn't say why Trios mode was dropped. The reaction from players has not been positive. Who would this benefit at all? The players? A Redditor wrote in a thread that's now ballooned to more than 1,000 comments. No, they won't be benefiting from this change. Epic? The game has been gaining more players for a while now, so they wouldn't need the extra server space. I don't see any viable reason behind this change. Quote, I have 2 other friends I regularly play with throughout the season. We level up the battle pass together. What are we supposed to do? Tomorrow night will be me and my 2 friends, first time having to do squads. Another wrote in a separate thread, not looking forward to playing with randoms or one less person. Some theorize that Epic may be looking to reduce queue times or at least maintain them as they are with the addition of the new ranked mode, but not everyone was convinced by that argument. Call of Duty has removed modes because their player base is shrinking and queue times would go crazy otherwise. Fortnite does not have that problem. Trios always matches within a minute. It's true that Fortnite is still among the most popular games around, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's immune to the risks of splitting your player base. By introducing ranked, Epic has effectively doubled its playlist count. And in a game where a single match requires 100 active players each, I'd wager even Fortnite could experience slower matchmaking at less active hours. How many players Fortnite really has is a number Epic doesn't share on a regular basis. Still, there are some who just don't care if queue times end up inflated. I'll take it even with longer queue times. Another wrote, I come from Overwatch. Me and the guys I played with survived long queue times over there. I do the same here. It's odd that Epic would give the chop to a mode that's so clearly popular, but the one upside is that what goes into the vault can eventually come out. Trios isn't necessarily gone forever, could return to action at some point in the future, perhaps as an LTM, or once Epic is confident that bringing it back alongside ranked won't blow up queue times. Yeah, naturally, many people aren't wanting to wait. They've reached out to ask Epic why, and we'll update if they receive a reply. It's weird. There's been a lot of weird stuff that they've done with Fortnite here recently, and they aren't being publicly vocal about it. So I don't know. If you need more out of it, I'll link it for you. Oh, no. Oh, God, dude. Co-op survival game Nightingale delayed again. Originally planned for 2022, then the first half of this year. It's now scheduled for an early access launch this fall. Nightingale looks cool, but dude, all these delays are a bit concerning. Look, delay as much as you need to make a game feel good. We don't want a game to release bad, but this is another one of those issues, you know, with the marketing side of things. Is like, we need to push a date out. We need to push a date out. And then they push a date out. And then the developers go, yo, it's not ready. You know, and so they have to delay. And then they give another date. And then it's like, it's not ready. And so we deal with this like back and forth all the time, right? Keep your bowler hat and bustle gowns in the closet a bit longer. Co-op Victorian fantasy survival game Nightingale is facing another delay. Originally planned for early access last year, it missed the mark and was retargeted for the first half of this year. Now it's been nudged once again into later this year. So in a new developer update video, CEO and former BioWare general manager Aaron Flynn announced, we've come to the decision to move our early access launch date to the fall of this year, which is spring if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. Flynn says the delay is based on a few things like feedback from playtesters, the desire to incorporate more quality of life improvements, and the fine-tuning of player progression. Flynn also says the delay will give the devs time to upgrade the game to Unreal Engine 5.2 and will allow us to continue the progress we've been making while not jeopardizing the health of our team. No specific release date yet, so we'll keep track, all right? But make it good, dude, by all means, but Game Pass surprise is usually unexpected day one release. What we got here? Oh, it's Superland 6 inches under. That's the one we just saw. So if that looks interesting, the Superland games are pretty dope. I've played one of them. It was good. Our resident aficionado here in the community is Pinky. So I'll just go ahead and nominate him for getting bombarded by questions. If anybody has any, you should hit Pinky up in Discord. And I'm sure he can advise you on what to experience, what you would be able to experience in the game. But Superland 6 inches under is now on console, like we just saw from the Humble stuff, and it's been out on PC for over a year now. Yeah, but is also Game Pass day one release. Cool. So if you need more, I'll link this for you. Mortal Kombat 1 Collector's Edition pre-orders drop today. We saw the initial, like right as the announcement was made yesterday with the cinematic reveal of Mortal Kombat 12, but minus the 2. So it's now Mortal Kombat 1 for the second time. Mortal Kombat 1 again. Mortal Kombat 1, 2. Why do they do crap like this? That's a terrible way to do this. I'm sorry. Like, they couldn't name it something else. That was the best they could come up with. Like, they couldn't have gone for like Mortal Kombat Reset or like Mortal Kombat, you know, anything that was like, but like Mortal Kombat, there's already been a Mortal Kombat 1, right? So I don't know. That's weird to me. But pre-orders have already started today. Well, no, they start today at 10 Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, so noon for us. So it's like 3.5 hours away. Okay. Yo, why not wake up at 5 a.m. and then go to sleep at 5:01 a.m.? That sounds even better. Retailer links will be added to this article after that time, so in about 3.5 hours, so stay tuned. If you want to pay special attention to the collector's edition retailers, because there's a good chance that we'll see rolling sellouts leading up to the launch day. So you can see everything you'll get. There's standard, premium, collector's edition, all that stuff. Yo, dude, I've slept for 24 hours before. SMH. Yeah. Yeah. Double SMH, dude. Get wrecked. All right. Pink nerd. Mortal Kombat 1 pre-order bonuses. If you order the Mortal Kombat 1 Premium Edition or Mortal Kombat 1 Collector's Edition, you will have early access to the beta beginning September 14th, 2023. All pre-orders players will get Shang Tsung as a playable character. Nice. Your soul is mine. Standard Edition pre-orders are $70 on PS5, Xbox, console, Switch, and PC. Premium Edition pre-orders, physically and digitally, for $110 US. Includes the Combat Pack with Jean-Claude Van Damme and a character skin for Johnny Cage. With the Jean-Claude Van Damme character skin for Johnny Cage, early access to the game, 1,250 Dragon Crystals in-game currency, early access to 6 new playable characters available post-launch, and 5 new cameo fighters available post-launch. And the Collector's Edition will be available physically for $250 US. So roughly what? $450 probably for Mithril in Australia, something like that. It will include all Premium Edition content along with a 16.5-inch Liu Kang character skin sculpture, 3 exclusive art prints, a steel case, and 1,450 additional Dragon Crystals. 2,700 total. All right. Gosh. Yo, yeah, my thing was like, in a coma. How does anybody sleep for 24 hours? So, I was moving halfway across the country driving a U-Haul, the biggest U-Haul truck that they actually make, with all of my household goods in it, driving from California halfway across the country, a little bit over halfway actually. It was like a 35+ hour drive, and we just did it all straight. So me and my father-in-law. So we didn't rest. We didn't, like, the only time we rested, we'd like stop to get gas and grab some food or something, and we just hit the road again. So it was come from Cali, not originally, but I lived in California for roughly 7 years. So that's not where I'm from. I've lived all over the place though, Kayla. I mean, I'm from the lower Midwest. Yeah, but I've lived in Northern Cali. I've lived North Midwest previously, and I lived there again. I've lived in South Carolina. I've lived all over the U.S. So, but yeah, whenever we left California, yeah, it was a very long drive. It was like 36 hours, something like that we just did straight. So by the time we got done, yeah, I slept for close to like a full straight day. Cali makes you soft. I think I loved California, dude. I loved California. I loved California. I don't know exactly what that means, but I never got to taste really Southern California. No real knowledge of the U.S. Well, there's definitely a difference between like different, the U.S. is a very large country too, so there's different kinds of culture and mindset and ways of life and things like that that tend to vary across different regions of where you live and stuff. And California, I do think, tends to be a bit more laid back of a lifestyle and stuff too, in many parts of it. But you know, it's I loved it out there, man. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't so expensive, we'd probably go back. And it was climate wise, it was dope. It was there was a lot to do. We lived we lived in Northern California, like between San Francisco and Sacramento, kind of. So the coast was only about an hour and 15 minutes away. We used to go out to the coast all the time, and then in the winter, there's a really nice like skiing and snowboarding spot that was only like 2 hours away. So Lake Tahoe, which is a nice spot in the summer too to just go hang out at the lake. But in the it's very the elevation's really high. So in the winter it would snow a lot, and it just all kinds of like skiing and snowing resorts. So I started snowboarding when I lived out there, and there's just like there are lots of cool cities out there. There's just a ton to do, man. And the redwoods are up north, which are iconic, and you just go hang out and look at the massive flipping trees that don't look like they should be real. There's a ton to do, man. I loved it out there. It was great. It was great, man. It's probably my favorite place I've ever lived. Actually, it's just so flipping expensive, dude. So expensive. So I don't know. You guys are. That was a wolf fart for sure, dude. Smelled like a hairball, What's up, dude? Yo, if you guys want again those pre-orders for the MK the MK stuff's not gonna be live for like another 3 hours, a little over 3 hours, but I'm good, brother. What's up, man? I've got a terrible headache today, but we're gonna start playing some Grounded anyways. I've been well though, dude. What's up? How you been? So if you guys want to get down on some MK1 again, Mortal Kombat 1 for the second time, then there's the link. In about 3 hours they'll go live. You'll be able to finish post-apocalyptic CRPG Broken Roads as a pacifist. Interesting. Let's see what this is. It's been a week, dude. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. I hope the weekend's chill for you, dude. That's why I had to take some time off from gaming, dude. I gotten spread so thin. Chill weekend, good, dude. Nice. Oh. Interesting. I don't know much about this game. Broken Roads will offer pacifist playthroughs for certain character builds. Developer Drop Bear Bites announced in its latest dev blog, meaning the game can be completed without combat or killing anyone if you make the appropriate choices along the way, that is. Nice. CRPG set in a post-apocalyptic Australia. Mithril, dude, here you go, bro. Isolated from the rest of the world, the locals don't know exactly what brought on the end of times, referring to the mystery event with charmingly Australian frankness as World War crap. It is a hard Scrabble setting where survival isn't guaranteed, with a bit of Mad Max in its DNA. Nice. Turn-based combat system, which makes it interesting that Drop Bear Bites decided to allow players the option to solve problems non-violently all the way through. Won't be a matter of simply ticking the pacifist playthrough box, however. Nice. Yeah, you got to be pretty strategic about it, I guess. To complete the game as a pacifist, you're going to have to really think about your decisions, the blog continues. The reactions of your companions to your choices, the interests of the people and factions you're encountering, and of course, the kinds of quest resolutions you decide to pursue. For instance, you should probably shouldn't go accepting a mercenary hit job or running around pissing everyone off and expect there won't be violent repercussions. Though Disco Elysium, which is an amazing game, by the way, was less of an influence than you might assume, the Estonian RPG was released 5 days after a demo of Broken Roads was first shown at PAX Australia. The fact Disco was successful despite the absence of combat, there was a little bit, it wasn't combat game, but there were some combat scenario-esque kind of roles in the game and stuff. Despite the absence of combat, did make them want to increase the amount of non-violent options. Richie explains their thinking as, let's not just have an exploit pacifist path, let's actually try and design more peaceful resolutions than you might find in Pillars of Eternity or Tyranny or something like that. Dude, both these games are dope, by the way. So if this game is built anything like Pillars or Tyranny, they're name-dropping some amazing games here, dude. Disco Elysium, Pillars of Eternity, Tyranny, all fantastic. I've played all of those games. Wait, what? Oh. Like Fallout, Broken Roads will apparently give players all kinds of different ways to approach each problem, says narrative director Leanne Taylor-Giles. You can solve it with violence, you can solve it with dialogue, or if you are over here and you're like, I wonder if I take this item the entire way across the world, if that's going to have an impact. It does. Sometimes you can just bribe people as well, adds Richie, if you've got enough money. Broken Roads is currently in development. You can find out more on the official website and its Steam page. I'll link this for you guys if you're interested. Yo, they're name dropping some really, really good titles in that if you're into CRPG games. That's great stuff. 3 more Super Mario Advance games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online, guys. On the 26th. Nintendo's bringing the remaining Super Mario Advance games to Nintendo Switch Online on May 26th. Super Mario Advance, Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, and Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3 will be available next week for players with a Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership. They'll join Super Mario Advance 4, which is Super Mario Bros. 3, which was released in February when Nintendo launched its Game Boy library for Switch Online. Here, we'll take a peek. Here you go. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. God, dude, Mario 2 was so good. I loved Mario 2. Yo, Chain, did you see, have I asked you this? Did you see what like a fan did of turning like the original Game Boy games into like the same graphic style of like Bravely Default and Octopath Traveler? It looks dope. It looks really cool. Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, they're talking about it. It'll probably come. Oh, dude, it looks sick. We hit on it in the news not too long ago. Yo, knock it off, dude. Yeah, there's like a fan-made kind of show of what the original Pokemon games like, you know, Red, like Pokemon Red would be in the same art style of like doing a modern remake, but doing it in like the Bravely Default or Octopath Traveler graphic style. It looks really sick, dude. It looks really cool. Dude, have you checked out Cassette Beast though? Have you checked that out? Have you heard about that? Just because you're bringing up some like Pokemon stuff. Oh, bro, here, dude. Yo, check this out. This might be up your alley. I want to play this, dude. This game is getting really, really good reviews right now. It just came out on April 26th. Overwhelmingly positive right now, over 1,700 reviews. This might be on Game Pass too. I can't remember right now. I think it might be. Here, I'll just give it a watch. We got people hanging out. If you guys haven't seen this, it's supposed to have a really good end game, like a grindable end game. This is your monster collector battler game, dude. If you don't have a Pokemon game.
I know you won't dare stop and stare again. Your fingers and toes have turned ice cold. Oh no, there's nothing up your sleeve this time. With all of
Let's go.
I'll shut your eyes.
Yeah, showing it for Chain, yeah. Or anybody else for that matter. I mean, that's why I do the news, man. It's getting really good reviews right now, man. So I don't know. It might be worth checking out if you're anybody's jonesing for some Pokemon stuff. You know what I mean?
Let's go over some.
That's the Steam page right there. I think it's actually on.
Cassette player when adventuring.
Hold on. Let me verify this, but I think it's actually on Game Pass too. Yeah, it's on Game Pass also. Looks like it. Added to PC Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you should be able to play it. So it looks like it. It's got really good reviews right now. So I don't know. If anybody's jonesing for some Pokemon stuff, man, might be worth. They've got a description of the Mario games if you're not familiar with them. Many of us probably are, but yeah. I mean, I just figured if you hadn't heard of it, man, it might be worth looking into. Nintendo previously confirmed a number of games that will be coming to Switch Online's Game Boy library in the future. Upcoming Game Boy games include Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, Ages, Pokemon Trading Card Game, and Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Upcoming Game Boy Advance games include Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, and Golden Sun. All right, if you guys need this link, I'll give it to you. Got back to Hades. Dude, that's not a bad play. I'm really excited for Hades, too. All right, Shane, yeah. Yeah, Golden Sun, Mithril, yeah. Nice, Pinky. Nice, dude. Awesome. Yo, did you guys hear about not too long ago that Pokemon Yellow that was water rated like 9.2 or whatever? I know some of you did. Did you hear about that, Chain? It got brought in to the US through customs. It was in a hard shell case. It had never been opened. It was a Pokemon Yellow, never opened, dude. Still in like the plastic, the box, never opened or anything. It was in a hard case and everything, water rated, A+, I think, and it was worth like over $10,000. And U.S. Customs snapped the plastic case open and used a box cutter and just cut the box open, dude. I would have lost my crap, dude. Oh my god, I would have lost it. Oh, dude, it was like towards the beginning of this year. We hit on it in the news a couple of times. It was disgusting. Made me want to throw up, dude. It was so gross. If I lose, I'm rage quitting. All right, dude. Yeah, it was so gross, dude. PlayStation Plus bug warns that games will expire in 15 minutes. You know, a PlayStation not too long ago actually had a big, it was like towards the end of last year, they had a big issue where a lot of the PlayStation digital games that people owned were actually showing expiration dates, and it made it to where people weren't able to play the games anymore. They had to do a lot of work to fix all that. So this is maybe something kind of related. I don't know. Engadget staff replicated the issue, which was also reported on Reddit and other online forums. Sony may be having some problems with PlayStation Plus games today. Commenters and forum posts on Reddit, Reset Era, and NeoGAF report various users being alerted to an alert reading, "The game will expire in 15 minutes." Then booting them to the PlayStation home screen. Engadget's Chris Holt also ran into the issue Wednesday evening while playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Users experiencing the glitch say it appears to happen with any game in the PS Plus catalog. Fantastic. Fortunately, you can apparently return to the game from the home screen and quickly continue playing. However, the cycle seems to repeat in regular 15-minute increments. Gross. Isn't yet clear how widespread the issue is. Some Reddit posts claim they're playing PS Plus games without problems, though. Additionally, it might be a region issue or something. Additionally, the bug doesn't have any known fixes. PlayStation hasn't yet acknowledged the issue publicly, and Gadget has reached out to ask for a comment. We will update the article if or when they hear back. That's not good, dude. Oh, okay, Kaylee. Yeah. Yeah, you too. I hope work starts going faster. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a rough one. That's wild. Stardew Valley, dude. We already knew this update was coming to Stardew. But originally it was just kind of what we had read was that it was mainly and almost totally just additional tools for like the modding community behind the game and everything. But looks like it is going to reportedly introduce some new game content too. Okay, apparently details remain unclear. Major 1.6 update is coming. Yeah, we knew that. Some form of new game content for everyone. While this as yet undated update, will feature much less content compared to its predecessor, which introduced whole new locations, activities, and NPCs. It is expected to expand the game in some way. In a response to a fan, Barone, okay, so if you guys didn't know, like, this is a single developer behind this game, by the way. Concerned Ape, right? Concerned Ape is what his development company is called, but it is a single individual. Has confirmed there will be new NPC dialogue implemented in the game, but this is the only clue as to what's coming to the game for now. And the reason why there hasn't been a whole lot of Stardew Valley content or updates or anything is because he's basically done with this game. So yeah, Eric Barone, right, aka Concerned Ape, right there. But he's working on Haunted Chocolatier, if you didn't know, which is very Stardew looking, but it's an entirely new game. Previously, Barone said there were no new plans for more Stardew Valley updates, but as a solo developer, there have been particular restrictions on game development. Appears this update may be a side project while Barone continues to develop the upcoming Haunted Chocolatier, a combat and management-focused adventure spotlighting ghosts and magic. Recent update, he indicated he was on a break from developing Haunted Chocolatier and would get back to focusing on the new title after the Stardew Valley 1.6 update released. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think once the update hits, we'll obviously get more information about what... Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, so V-Rising won't kick off until Monday. I'm just going to play Grounded all weekend, dude. So, if you're able to be here, cool. You know what I mean? That's the plan, though. Won't start V-Rising until Monday. Yeah. So, Grounded will kick off today. I'll just get an early taste of it. I probably won't go super long because my head is slamming, dude. But, yeah, dude, you get some rest, man. I appreciate you, brother. And we'll, hopefully you'll be able to hang out and play some with us over the weekend and everything. Cool. And then we'll get into V-Rising during the week. And then we'll do more Grounded next weekend and everything too. Oh yeah, Pinky. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing V-Rising starting Monday. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it, dude. Yeah. Go get some rest, dude. Yeah, no worries. We'll build you a little hut. Like a little hut outside of the main base. Okay? We'll build you a little hut out there. All right, Mithril, take it easy, buddy. Yeah, rest well, dude. All right, dude. Yeah. Hey, man, that's just me, dude. That's just me. I'm a caring individual. You know what I mean? I just care about you, bro. Go rest, dude. Go get some rest. Yeah. Hopefully you'll get to dive in there with us tomorrow. I probably won't get extensive game time done today. My head's just cracking in half, dude. So don't even trip, dude. I probably won't get too far into it. Don't worry. Yeah, Pinky. V-Rising starting Monday, dog. Yep. I'm just going to be doing some fun, like, multiplayer games, dude. I just want to play games with you guys for a while. So, Grounded's probably gonna be like Thursday, Friday, or no, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and for the schedule coming up, and V Rising will be like more the other weekdays. So we'll just switch back and forth between it. Just not feeling it. Just not feeling it, dude. Just not feeling it. I don't know. Just not feeling it right now. I think I needed the time off to kind of chill and I need to focus a bit on what I'm gonna have fun doing. And I played Breath of the Wild so recently, dude, that it's just not really appealing to me right now. So I don't know. I'll get it played. I'll get it played. Just not right now. I'm just not feeling it, dude. I think part of it just has to do with the fact that I spent so much time here recently in Breath of the Wild, and so I'm just not really feeling it. So it doesn't have anything to do with like the game being bad or anything. It just don't really want to play it right now, man. So I'm gonna play some other stuff, man. Yeah. I don't want to sit here and like play a game that I'm not having fun in. You know what I mean? It's not fun for me. That's not fun for you guys either. It's just a trudge usually whenever that kind of thing starts happening. So yeah, Mithril, rest well, dude. So I'll get it played at some point. I just it doesn't make sense to play it if I'm not really enjoying it right now. I'd rather wait until I'm ready to play it, I guess. I thought I would be, but I'm not. I'm just not feeling it. So that's all it is. So we'll get it played at some point. I already linked that. What's wrong with my chat, dude? I don't think so. Yeah, I did. That was it. Cool. All right, let's watch this new trailer for Lords of the Fallen, man. Let's see what's going on here. This will be the last stuff we kind of talk about today, so if anybody has anything else, then, this just came out like a day ago also, and they have a release date now and everything, so we'll watch this, talk about it a little bit, but if you guys have anything else, let me know, and we'll address it before we move on to playing some Grounded today.
Of the Dark Crusader.
Yeah. I mean, me too, Cash. Yeah. Obviously, that's why I made the choice, you know.
The radiance of Mornstead withers.
But my son's really enjoying it. My son's been playing the crap out of it. He keeps wanting to show me stuff, and I'm like, dude, I can't. My son's really been enjoying it. He's really psyched about it, you know, which is great. I'm glad I got it when I did. I'm glad I bought it when I did, because that means a lot to me. You know, my son's a big gamer. Both my kids are gamers, but my son especially, you know, he's very much like me. Okay, Pinky, yeah, no worries, dude. So it's nice getting to see my son have a, you know, he's enjoying it a lot. I'm not watching any of it, but I'm glad that he's enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, gnarly, dude.
Your flesh has been made sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders.
I'm a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road, at night or strolling through the park.
Great potential dwells within you.
Game looks dope, dude.
For you to be chosen thusly.
Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark.
I mean, it's got a very, you know, it's very Souls-born, you know, Souls-like. It's got that whole vibe to it, right?
Prove yourself worthy of this gift.
I love dark games, dude.
By your radiance, grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days.
Oh, that monster was sick.
Relinquish the land, and your suffering ends.
Another unfortunate made a slave to unceasing hunger. I pity you.
Reignite the blessed beacons of Mornstead and thwart Adir's cataclysmic resurrection.
Dad? Yo, that looks insane. So most of that right there is supposed to be gameplay. Obviously, a little bit of it's going to be cinematic, you know what I mean? But why'd her face look so grainy? That was weird. Oh, nice. Yo. 13 October, man. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, I heard that too, Tim. And I heard that, you know, Surge 2 was better than Surge 1. And, but I mean, that's what, dude, I say that all the time. That's all I ever want to see from a developer is like, are you progressing? You know, are you getting better? Because I mean, that's what should be happening, right? Your product should be getting better and better. You should be learning from your mistakes, not regressing, and which it feels like we see all too often. So this looks really dope, dude. This looks really, really good. Yeah, looks really, really good. I mean, obviously, you know, in the day and age in which we're in right now for gaming and everything, it's always a matter of like, will it perform? You know, I think that's always one of those questions behind any kind of release nowadays. Is, you know, is it the content looks pretty solid, but if you can't play it, it doesn't matter, does it? You know, yeah. I mean, that's another thing. You know. So we'll see. We'll see. It looks good. It looks good, but you know. So I mean, I guess that's a good kicking off point for us. Let's just hope that most of the other aspects of the game follow through to be nice as well. You know, content wise, mechanics wise, performance wise. Obviously, yeah, we talk about this stuff a lot. I mean, it's definitely got that cool dark ARPG vibe too. I love those kinds of games. You know, a lot of us do, but it's gonna need to. It's gonna need to. It's gonna need to prove itself. To it looks neat. It looks neat. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But there's hype behind this. There has been for a while, and this is going to generate even more. That's a pretty good trailer right there. That's the big thing is the gameplay, right? That's like if you can get a nice gameplay trailer in. But again, that's also one of those things like gameplay trailers are always better than cinematics, as far as I'm concerned. I know a lot of us in this community feel the same way, but it's hard not to think that developers are almost always going to show you what they want you to see too, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be indicative of how the game looks and feels and plays and performs and stuff. So I hope it's good, man. I always hope all games are good. I really do. Bro, God, what a cluster that game. I mean, yeah, I mean, what's funny is the whole time, and I know you and I were in the same boat. It was like, I don't see it, dude. I don't see anything about this game that looks good at all. There was literally nothing about Redfall that I was like, yeah, this that could be solid. Nothing, actually. I think we were both in that same boat, and sure enough, dude, it's just a hot flipping mess. And what is it at? Is it still just totally tanked? I think it is. I think it is. 32% positive on Steam now. So it lost 1%. Lost 1%. You know, I don't know, man. It's a tragic thing for the industry, man, to be dealing with stuff like this. So much money poured into some of these projects to just be so bad, dude. It's really it's a not good thing. It's not a good look. But I think this is one of the things we hit on at the beginning of the news segment today too. We're starting to see more developers and publishers work with platforms to get like limited time play of certain games done. Like shout out to Mithril. Mithril remembered what game it was or looked it up, but they're doing it with Dead Space, or they did it recently with the new Dead Space remake, where you can actually get like the first 90 minutes of the gameplay, I think, for free. And I think this benefits developers and publishers that are doing a decent job. You know, it's going to leave out in the cold all of it. I mean, and it's just a better form of what demos. You know, demos have come back into prominence and everything, but I think it's just a better thing than demos, because what it does, like after a game releases, you know, these good games, the games that deserve to have people get in there and try out the content for a little bit, you know, it gives people that access, you know. Yeah, absolutely, Pinky. Yeah, no doubt. Me too. I agree. Yeah, I agree, dude. Much better in that aspect. And you know that you're not going to have games like Jedi Survivor or Redfall, you know, trying to push that program out, because nobody wants to play it. Everybody knows it's a big piece of trash. But I think where it's really going to benefit certain games too is like you take a game like, say, Guardians of the Galaxy, or you know, maybe Midnight Suns or something like that, where, you know, those were games that reviewed pretty well, but they didn't sell great. You know, they were reviewed pretty well, but they didn't sell great. I think it gives those developers and publishers the potential to get those games out there in front of people that might have otherwise not been able to try those games, yeah, and get them a bit more recognition for what they've done. Yep, it did. It doesn't change, you know. Yeah, it did. It did. But the game is reviewed very, very well. And I'm just pulling out a couple of examples off the top of my head. You know, it's supposed to be a pretty good. I know that it had a few technical issues on release, but it wasn't terrible. I think it had those kinds of issues that sometimes we just expect on releases. You know, none of us expects a game to be flawless, right? There's going to be unforeseen issues but I think they got it taken care of pretty quick. And overall, I think people have had a pretty good time in that game. I think Metacritic's got it rated overall critic reviews around an 80, and average user reviews on Metacritic are about an 8.5. That's pretty solid, man, for a game that didn't sell very well, you know? So I think this kind of program really is going to benefit some of those games that maybe didn't necessarily do great, that maybe should have done better also, you know? Just a thought personally. I don't know. Yeah. Let's get some music going, dude. Blam. Cool. You guys rock, dude. Good news segment. It was a long one today, sorry. But it was good stuff. We had a lot of good news to cover, so I mean, as long as we're having a good time covering important things in the industry, that's what matters to me. And appreciate you guys being a part of it. We'll do more news tomorrow. We're gonna go play some Grounded. I don't know how much gameplay I'll get in today, man. I'm feeling I've got a splitting headache, man. Took a bunch of medicine this morning and it's not really helping. But I want to get some time into the game, at least initially. Try it out, and then we'll hit it harder tomorrow. I've been working on some stuff. I know I had these 4 days, about 4 to 5 days off from gaming. I appreciate everybody just kind of understanding I needed to take some time off and focus on some other things. I've been trying to get some stuff done for the stream and the community and stuff like that. It doesn't really show that much yet, but I'm on the brink of having some fun stuff done. Hopefully by tomorrow night at the latest, it'll be incorporated and you guys will get to see some of this fun stuff, which I think you'll enjoy. Duct tape. No, I'll have to try that, dude. I'll have to try that. So, I don't know. I appreciate you guys just understanding and being patient, and I'm excited to get back to gaming. I miss you guys. You know, I like being here every day and doing what I do, but I think the big thing that I need to start doing is taking like a day off every week, because the more I do 7-day weeks, the longer that goes consecutively and everything, the more I start feeling like I don't have time to focus on some of the other stuff I need to get done for the community, for the other sites that we're on, and for, you know, even myself and for my family and stuff like that. So 8 days a week win, yeah, basically that's what it started feeling like. So I think what I'll probably start doing is taking like a day off in the middle of the week. It'll probably be like Wednesdays. This week we're gonna change it to Tuesday because Wednesday is gonna be the anniversary stream, 2-year anniversary stream. So we'll do 2-year anniversary stream. I don't think it's gonna be a 24-hour stream, unfortunately. With the change of where the stream setup is and everything, it's not gonna be real cohesive for the rest of the family if I'm up all night long streaming. So, but it'll be very long. We'll do a long one. We'll do a real long stream, but it's not gonna be close to like 24 hours. But we'll have a good time. We'll have a good time. We'll talk more about it as the weekend drags on and get into the beginning of next week what we're going to do. Probably a lot of community games. We'll take a look back at a lot of the clips and stuff that have happened over the past year, things like that. And I'll hopefully have some fun stuff outside of that for us too. I'm working on things. So 72? Yeah, bro. Then I'll definitely sleep for 24 hours. So I don't know, I guess outside of that, man, I appreciate you guys, and I'm excited to do a little bit of gaming today. If anybody's checking out this content or clips from news segments or previous news segments or gaming content or any playthroughs we have out there on the Twitch channel as highlights and playlists, or the YouTube channel as well, and you're enjoying any of the content, then I'd ask you to come hang out with us whenever we're live if you can make it. We have an amazing community of people here, and we'd like to have more people, more like-minded individuals come be a part of what we do. So I guess other than that, man, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we'll do May 20th edition of Video Gaming News tomorrow, same time as always, 6 a.m. Cool? CST.